what a year it was. Wow, it's so crazy. 2024 is like already ending. I'll tell you what, guys. I just want to talk with you guys for a second, then we'll talk about the whole anti-woke stuff in a minute. But I just want to say, recently we hit 5,000 subs on the channel. Thank you guys so much. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'm just shocked that we hit that, let alone before Christmas. That's so crazy to me. But yeah, before we really get into the whole anti-woke stuff and, the compilation, the supercut, I want to go ahead and just talk about this past year, because this is probably going to be my last video I make in 2024. This past year has been really crazy, not only for like the internet and internet drama and commentary and all that, but also like for me personally, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened within this past year. There's been a lot of great moments, a lot of depression, a lot of happy moments, a lot of growing and changing as a person. And I've made a lot of new friends along the way. And I've gotten a lot of new, viewers and subscribers and people that support the channel, people that are in the Discord server, just overall, just a lot of great stuff has happened this year and some crazy stuff. But yeah, I'm really happy that this year happened and, it went down the way it did. Like I said, crazy stuff, great stuff. But overall, it felt like a crazy, but like essential chapter in my life. And I guess speaking of chapters, I guess I'll try and use that as a segue into the whole anti-woke stuff. If you guys have been subbed to the channel for the past few months, you'll know that I have been doing a bit of a series on anti-woke people. And, with 2024 coming to a close, I kind of want to close the book on this whole anti-woke chapter, at least for now. This doesn't mean I'll never talk about anti-woke people again, but for now, I'm not really going to talk about them anymore. Mainly just because I feel like the anti-woke grift is dying. And with that dying, I don't want to center my channel around dunking on anti-woke people, because if the grift dies, then my channel dies. So yeah, I want to try and keep my content a little bit diverse in terms of what I talk about. And yeah, with all of that being said, this is going to be my final video, at least for now, on anti-woke people. And it's basically just going to be a supercut of, at least in my opinion, my best videos on anti-woke people. And yeah, with all of that being said, I just want to go ahead and talk to you guys for a bit. And once again, thank you guys so much for 5,000 subs. It's just crazy how many subs I've gotten within the past month. It's insane. But yeah, with all of that being said, this is going to be my last video of 2024. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next year. Happy holidays. Take care. I'm out. Peace. All right, so it's been a while since I've talked about some conservative or anti-woke brain rot, and I figured I'd go back to doing that since, well, I stumbled upon this video by Ben Shapiro. Now, I'm sure most people watching this video already know who Ben Shapiro is. He's a pretty big political commentator, and also, has a very successful rap career. Now, some of you may be wondering what's so special about this video in particular. And the reason this video is special is because this has to be the laziest, most borderline content theft video that I have seen in a while. But that's just scratching the surface with this video. Now, the title says Ben reacts to insane woke TikToks. However, most of the TikToks in this video aren't even woke, and you're gonna see that as we take a look at this video. But that's not all. He also, at one point in the video, basically says tattoos are woke, which is very ironic considering his buddy Tom McDonald has a ton of them on his face. Now, before we do get into the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 3K subs. And also check out the sponsor, W Energy, link in the description. And without further ado, let's get into the video.
I'm not a very demanding parent. We have rules and expectations, but I try to be understanding. My oldest daughter loves video games. She knows if she wants to play, her room has to be clean. Some days she'll want to play, but she doesn't want to clean. I'm not going to argue with her, force her to do it, but she knows the expectation. My kids have responsibilities, but they also have freedom. If my daughter's on her game and I tell her it's bedtime, and she says that she just needs to finish something up quick, I'm going to let her finish.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I trust her to finish up and go to bed. I never understood the thought process between I said it, so you need to do it right now. I can't think of anything I'd urgently need an 8-year-old for. And I do think this helps to teach kids independence and responsibility. I don't think my kids need to be blindly obedient.
Day is never finished. Master got me working. Someday Master set me free.
So before I demand something of my kids, do I really need this from them, or is it a power move? I want to work with my kids, not be their ruler. I always lead with love.
I mean, I feel like they might need some authority figure since you are clearly not one.
right, so as you guys saw, that was all the commentary he gave on that first TikTok. As you guys can see, just cut to the next one. That's basically what he's doing in this video, is a lot of these reactions, in quotation marks, are going to be like one-liners, and then a meme that goes on for almost as long as the commentary, and then they're gonna cut to the next video. Now, as for the video, I don't really see how it's woke. I just see a parent that is letting their kids have some independence and some freedom, which I think is fine. I think it is good to teach your kids some independence. I mean, obviously, there's gonna be things you have to help them with. And obviously, you can't just let them run around doing whatever they want. You do kind of have to have some authority over them just for the sake of, you know, keeping them safe. But other than that, I don't really see how this TikTok is woke. There was nothing political mentioned. What, are they woke because their hair is purple? I swear, this is like some terminally online Redditor behavior.
What is happening? What the... That's... What? So first of all, I don't know what that lady's wearing. It's effed up. Second of all, I didn't realize that women feel that way about the incredibly moving tradition of your family ushering you down the aisle so that you can join a new family unit, which is what that tradition is about. And I don't know very many women who are offended by this particular tradition unless they are deeply unhappy people.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was also a little bit confused when I saw that video, but a good friend of the channel, Anushi, came to chime in and basically shed some light on why some women feel this way. Like, the take itself, I think, like, this is the
take is kind of strange, but
the take is strange because, I don't know, personally, I don't really view it as that. I kind of see it as like,
yeah, me either.
That's the only video where I think Ben Shapiro might actually have a good take.
I certainly don't.
Anushi, at Rinse, aka Man, can I drop some history on this? I know about the topic. Sure. Let me invite you. Move to, yeah. Oh yeah, thank you, Domino.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay.
Thank you for what? Huh?
Did you bring them on? Oh wait, Anushi's an admin. They can just come on the stage, by the way. Yeah, I forgot. I was like, wait, did I promote Domino to a mod already?
No.
Okay, so the whole thing about this, so marriage wasn't originally like an actual thing, like it didn't exist. So marriage became a thing when women were still property, and the whole thing was, the husband, he would come and offer a gift, and if the father accepted the gift, then he would give the daughter in exchange, and that ceremony was the giving of the daughter, not seeing her as a human. So
it's a very impactful.
yeah, so as a tradition, it's seen a little bit differently today, but the origin is still very difficult for a lot of women. It feels like they're just being seen as a property.
Yeah, okay, now that makes more sense. So yeah, shouts to Anushi for telling me that, because I never knew. And knowing that kind of helps understand the video more. And looking at it now, the video makes a little bit more sense. But still, I don't really see how this video is woke. Because remember, this is a woke TikTok reaction video. And these are supposed to be woke TikToks. I'm not really seeing how this video is woke.
Hey, I want to talk to y'all about something confusing.
I want to talk about those nails. Those are confusing.
Jerry Seinfeld talking about how he misses real men.
I miss a dominant masculinity.
He literally is going on a rant saying, like, where are all the real men at? And that Winnie the Pooh had voice. And I guess I'm just like a little confused because this is the same guy who voiced a bee that woman, right? No, yeah, I just wanted to be clear. That's who we were talking about. And like, he's a Zionist, so regardless. I just can't wrap my brain around the fact that his cadence is the same as lemon grabs. And he's like, in the same breath, being really misogynistic and homophobic. Like, I don't understand.
It's the crazy laugh that really makes it.
I know that laugh.
Ugh. You know what? There's something that people have been calling in the online world the Omni Cause. The Omni Cause is the idea of Queers for Palestine, that if you believe all the left-wing things, you also have to hate Zionists, which is code for Jews. And this person is an excellent example of that. You have to hate all the things at once. Otherwise, you're not part of the Omni Cause.
All right, so this might be the only TikTok on the list that actually might be considered woke. We got a few things to address here because, there's a lot to unpack here. So first off, let's just go ahead and start off with the most noticeable thing. And that is the whole Jabba the Hutt edit that they kept doing, like, what, 3-4 times? They just absolutely ran the joke into the ground. Look, guys, I'm no comedy connoisseur, but, like, after 4 times of using the joke, At least I think it was 4 times. The joke starts to become a little bit unfunny. Not that I ever found it funny in the first place. I mean, you know, who body shaming? Whoa, so edgy, so funny. You know, peak Daily Wire humor, am I right? But like, I know some people find the edit offensive. I personally am not going to lose sleep over it, but it kind of just says more about the Daily Wire than the person they're making fun of, if anything. And then Ben Shapiro just completely ignores the main point of the video and then harps on the little thing that she said at the end. And then he goes on a completely different rant that had nothing to do with the main point of the video. So now I'm just a bit lost and confused. I don't even really know what to say because I don't really know what he's talking about, and I can't really comment on something I don't know anything about. What I will say is I think it would have been more interesting to see him address the main point of the video, which was basically the girl calling Jerry Seinfeld, you know, homophobic and misogynistic. You know, I think that would have made for a better reaction, but hey, that's just me though.
I'm a Gen Z in corporate. Of course, I'm not going to that meeting that's during my lunchtime. Sorry, take it off the schedule. I'm a Gen Z in corporate. Of course, the screen is hitting the keyboard at 5 o'clock on the dot. Maybe even 4:30. Sorry. I'm a Gen Z in corporate. What do you mean, what is a mental health day? Figure it out, because I'm taking one a month. Sorry.
Is this person a parody, or is that person real?
I am for real.
Unfortunately, the fact that I even have to ask whether it's a parody or real says pretty much everything. In fact, what they're actually doing is they're artificially increasing the price of labor and decreasing their own productivity to the extent that it's actually making AI significantly more attractive for employers to adopt. Because you'd rather have a computer that doesn't mouth off to you and expect pay, and you'll expend additional resources up front in order to make that happen, rather than dealing with these people.
What do you mean, you people?
You know, this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and now is the perfect time to talk about it. I have been seeing for a while boomers complaining that Gen Z is very hard to work with, and, you know, Gen Z is, you know, such a sensitive generation, and they suck, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, Gen Z isn't hard to work with. They just know what they get paid to do. They know exactly when they have to clock in and when they have to clock out. And boomers hate that because they know they have to play the game fairly. For Ben Shapiro to sit there and be like, oh yeah, if you don't work an extra 30 minutes or an hour that's not paid for, then you deserve to have your job replaced by AI. Because that's essentially what he's trying to say here. Talking about some, oh, Gen Z workers know their rights and it makes AI look a lot more appealing because, you know, the AI doesn't mouth off to you. I mean, you can't be serious.
Anytime it's time to teach about the LGBTQ plus community in school, there is pushback from the students.
Right, because why are you teaching about that in school?
They cite culture. They will cite any reason under the sun to justify them leaving the classroom. On one particular occasion, I was called to a specific class who had essentially rebelled and said, we're not learning about this today. I said, okay, cool.
No, good for the class.
Who knows what an abortion is? Not everyone knew. I said, an abortion is a termination of a pregnancy. Put your hands up if you agree with abortion. A few students put their hands up. I said, put your hand up if you disagree with abortion. A few students put their hands up. And I said, that's it. I haven't told you need to be in support of it and to go marching on the streets. I haven't told you that you should be against it. I have taught you this piece of information so you will not be ignorant.
I mean, honest to God, I don't understand why. She's not educating them about anything. She literally didn't even teach them about abortion in any serious way.
That'll teach you to teach me.
They will cite any reason.
The notion that there's value neutrality in education is a lie. There's no value neutrality in education. That is the reality that people need to get through their skulls. It's either going to be traditional virtue or it's going to be left-wing secularism. There really isn't a lot of in between.
Okay, I am sorry, but how is this TikTok woke in any way, shape, or form? This is like the most neutral TikTok ever. They never claimed to be in support of the LGBTQ. They never claimed to be in support of abortions. All they said was that they were informing students so they would not be ignorant. You know, like how a teacher is supposed to do, inform students about things so they are not ignorant, so they are not stupid. How is that woke? Didn't know not having any biases as a teacher was woke.
So how have the vibes been lately? Low key? Off. Go off, King. I just feel like life's been mad cringe lately. Like instead of taking W's, I'm taking L's. And how's your Riz? Mid. No cap? On God. It's giving depression. Dead ass? Dead ass. Facts. That's facts.
He did it! He said it!
No printer. Period.
They speak a different language than we, the humans.
Guys, get it? Gen Z slang? Funny. Ha 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 ha. Also, this has to be like the least woke video by far. It's literally just making fun of Gen Z slang. How is that woke?
Least intimidating war chariot of all time happening right there. Imagine this riding at you across the plains of Greece.
What are you then, I ask you? What? Mentally ill. Back, Jim, back.
2 years ago at school.
Wow, Ben, that was some amazing commentary. You know, if it wasn't for the editor putting in so many memes, I doubt this video would fall under fair use. You know, I feel the further we get into the video, I feel the less commentary Ben is giving.
2 years ago at school, I drew something on the ground with chalk thinking it was washable. But in reality, it was permanent.
Great.
I drew my fursona on the ground.
Your fursona, because persona, but fursona. Wow. Wow.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
That person is going to be a success in life, I think. And if that person walks in an interview for a job, you don't immediately give the fursona a job. That means that you are a bigot. Madam, Sir, or G?
Yes, Ben, you can determine their success based off of what they're wearing in a TikTok video. Also, I'm pretty sure you already have to be successful as is to even afford one of those fursuits. I've heard that they can get up into the thousands in terms of pricing. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're successful already if they're able to run around in a fursuit.
Don't call me cute. I'm not cute. I'm a menace to society.
Oh... You should never be within 30 yards of a kid.
I'm a menace.
All right, I'm gonna need all of y'all's opinions in the comments because I don't really know how to feel about this one because part of me is like, yeah, that is a kind of weird video. And then another part of me is like, but is that enough to be like, oh yeah, they shouldn't be allowed within 30 yards of a kid. They're a predator. Like, I'm not really sure how to feel about this one. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. And let's take a look at this final video that Ben is going to, in quotation marks, react to.
Y'all, everybody keeps asking who that is in my pictures and stuff.
Oh man, this one is so sad.
Like, I'll post this picture sometimes. Y'all, this is me in 2021. So, 3 years ago. That was me.
Don't do that again.
Wokeness destroys lives. Wow, that's terrible. Oh yeah. Don't give me the split snake tongue. That's, oh my god, these people went and got surgeries. Her parents must be so proud.
You know, I find it funny that Ben Shapiro is friends with Tom MacDonald, who, keep in mind, looked like this during one of his more recent music videos. Would him looking like this also make him woke? Because he looks pretty similar to the girl you're calling woke. Seems a little hypocritical. Just saying. Anyways, that's about where the video ends. So yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like for the algorithm and also subscribe to the channel because we're almost at 3K. Also make sure to check out Debbie Energy, link in description. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
But as I've watched their content on a consistent basis, I've realized these dudes are so deep in the gay communist agenda, they can't even criticize it anymore.
Alright, so I've been meaning to make a video on Andy Pants Gaming for a while now, and I finally have the opportunity to do that since, well, he made this absolute dumpster fire of a video. And I gotta say, this has to be his worst video yet. Now, if you don't know who Andy Pants Gaming is, well, first of all, lucky you. And second of all, well, basically, they're an anti-woke content creator that sits back talking about how games are very woke now, and the gay game developers and the corporations are trying to push communist left-wing propaganda. You know, spreading communist propaganda by adding a gay character into a game. And no, that's not a joke, he genuinely believes that. Now, I noticed that Andy Pants looks at a lot of his hate videos, a lot of videos criticizing him usually have a comment or two by him, and I wanted to go ahead and put this on the table in case he sees this. I know you've already ducked debates in the past, and I know you're probably gonna duck this offer too. However, I'm still gonna put it on the table. My Discord is always linked in my description. I'm not hard to reach out to, and we can set up a debate. But knowing you, you'll probably decline that too, or ignore this entirely. You know, for somebody who supposedly speaks their mind and says what others don't because they're too scared to say it, you seem awfully scared to say what you think in a live discussion. But I digress. Now, before we do get into the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 3K subs. Let's try and hit 3K subs before the end of 2024. Let's make it happen. Anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this absolute dumpster fire of a video. Brace yourselves because brain cells will be lost.
So with every new video I make now, I'm like, probably gonna get canceled after this one. Oh well, here we go. So in this video, I want to talk about a disturbing pattern that I've begun to notice in some of our most celebrated YouTubers. I, like many people, was at one time a fan of the Actman, SkillUp, and Bellular. But as time has gone on, I've noticed a pretty upsetting trend in the content of all three of these guys. Have you noticed these three creators never call anything woke? And if they do, they're making fun of you for using the term.
Oh, gee, I really wonder why they make fun of you for using the term woke. It's almost like most people that use the term unironically are nothing but a bunch of sensitive snowflakes who will literally cry over they-them pronouns in a game. I swear, if you show an anti-woke loser a pride flag or a trans flag, they will have a meltdown and start screaming groomer. Cough, cough, Shadow Raven Studios. Shouts to my friend Moment of Sanity. People like Woke Content Detector on Steam who will make lists over 1,400 games long, calling games woke and not recommending them. Of course, nobody's going to take you anti-woke losers seriously.
Have you noticed they never talk about the obvious uglification of women in games the past few years?
I'm sorry, but if you're playing a game and your #1 priority is how pretty the women are in the game, I think you need to go in your bathroom and take a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, how have I hit such a low spot in my life?
Have you noticed they never talk about the LGBTQI7 community and how they basically run video games right now?
They don't talk about that. Maybe it's because, you know, there's actual better things to talk about, like, I don't know, maybe the game being broken, or the mechanics not functioning properly, or the game being too repetitive. You know, Andy Pants, I think they're not talking about these things that you're listing out because, they don't fucking matter. Is this guy genuinely that delusional to where he thinks, yeah, if a game failed, it was because the developers were gay, not because the game was bad or anything? No, it was actually the developer's sexuality. Like, okay, buddy, can you go touch grass now?
Have you noticed they never point out obvious racism against white people? In fact, they'll often say lies like, racism against white people isn't possible.
Now, look, I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen Actman even mention racism, let alone racism against white people. And if he did say something stupid like, oh, you can't be racist to white people, what I would say is, well, he's an idiot. Racism is racism either way. And I think anybody with more than 5 brain cells can understand that.
Have you noticed none of them ever talk about the trillions of dollars companies make by bumping up their DEI and ESG initiatives and by putting evil, woke nonsense in their games?
All right, so I had to go ahead and Google what these terms mean because I have never heard these terms before. Now, when you go ahead and look up the term DEI, it stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. I'm not so sure what's so evil about that. I mean, you know, diversity, equity, inclusion, that seems pretty fair to me. Another term he mentioned is ESG, which I also don't know what that means, so I decided to look that up. And that stands for environmental, social, and governance. Now, there was a lot of stuff on ESG and it was all too complicated, so I decided to look it up in simple terms. And to put it simply, it says ESG means using environmental, social, and governance factors to assess the sustainability of companies and countries. These 3 factors are seen as best embodying the 3 major challenges facing corporations in wider society, now encompassing climate change, human rights, and adherence to laws. Yeah, I don't know. I'm missing the evil part, I think. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm like missing the bigger picture here, but I'm not seeing the evil part anywhere. And most importantly, I'm not really seeing how this affects games in any serious way. Oh no, there's a gay character in the game. Oh no, there's a person of color in the game. It's like, why should you care? Why does it matter? Who cares?
Have you noticed they never talk about the complete removal of masculinity from video games?
Now, I'm not sure if this guy is aware of this little game that came out recently called The First Descendant, you know, the game I'm playing in the background right now. But there are plenty good examples of masculine characters within that game. And keep in mind, that game came out like 2 months ago. Not sure what Andy Pants is talking about when he says the complete stripping of masculinity from video games.
So why? Why are these 3 dudes intentionally avoiding calling out wokeness in games? To put it simply, it's because these dudes are cucks. They're pussies. All 3 of these guys are definitely voting for Kamala Harris in November. I heard Endymion call him Acmam one time, and the label definitely fits. So those are the surface level reasons. I'll get to the deeper reasons in a minute. I just watched an entire Actman video about Concord. I know, it was painful. It contained a lot of tired millennial jokes. I'm a millennial, by the way, takes one to know one. He talked a lot about low player numbers. He talked about how much money it wasted. And then when he gets to the part where you're supposed to talk about why the game failed, he just says, bad gameplay, bad character design. Why do you suppose Acmam doesn't talk about the fact that Concord has 3 black females in it and not a single white man? Why do you suppose he doesn't talk about all the LGBTQ plus activists on Twitter who worked on the game?
Ah, yes, because Concord failed because there was no white men in the game, because there was no big, straight, masculine white men. No, guys. Concord failed because some of the developers were LGBTQ activists. No, guys, the game didn't fail because the game sucked and it was charging you $40 and it sucked compared to free alternatives. No, guys. The game failed because some of the developers had they, them pronouns in their bio. Like, you do realize how stupid you sound, right? And do you realize how even more stupid you sound when you spew that garbage and then expect other creators to spew that same garbage, to regurgitate this verbal diarrhea that is flowing out of your mouth right now? Do you genuinely think Concord failed because there was 3 black women in the game? Do you genuinely think Concord failed because players were like, oh, let me check their Twitter. Is that a pride flag I see in their bio? Nope, not playing this game. I can't play it. No, I can't play it. There is a pride flag in one of the developers' profiles on Twitter. That automatically means I cannot play this game. Look, I know that's how anti-woke losers think, but not everybody thinks like that. You know, there's normal people out there that actually use their brain and actually dislike games for actual reasons rather than getting offended over a pride flag or a person of color existing within a game. You know, I don't think anybody wants to pay $40 for a game that's mediocre compared to its free alternatives. That's why Concord failed. Not because the game is, in quotation marks, woke.
Interesting. He even at one point in the video makes fun of the idea that bigger breasts would save this game. I mean, it wouldn't hurt, dude. Is that idea so ridiculous? You'll notice similar things when watching cucks like SkillUp and Bellular analyze Concord. Why do you suppose these guys spend 30 minutes talking about the gameplay and not 1 minute talking about how a huge reason the game failed is because the characters are fat and ugly?
I'm sorry, what do you want these guys to do? Do you want them to spend 30 minutes doing a smash or pass on each character in Concord?
So I used to think these 3 guys were just missing details. I used to give them the benefit of the doubt. But as I've watched their content on a consistent basis, I've realized these dudes are so deep in the gay communist agenda, they can't even criticize it anymore.
I'm sorry, when were we talking about communism? Since when was this a part of the discussion? I'm telling you right now, these anti-woke losers have to be schizophrenic, at least on some sort of level. Because what the fuck?
Basically, you've got incredibly evil companies like Activision who support and Satanism and push DEI initiatives and also spend billions and billions of dollars a year on marketing. Now, do you think they're going to give a YouTuber like me who calls them out on a consistent basis a sneak peek and a tour of the studio? Of course not. They want a shill. They want an empty shill like SkillUp who won't bring up the woke stuff. They want somebody who will be an empty mouthpiece and they can just pour talking points into them while they regurgitate them out. Actman is indeed good at playing an act. He's good at appearing natural and looking like he's riffing. The reality is he's reading a careful script that has definitely been run by his handlers at Activision and Bungie and other DEI departments.
You know, I think the reason why nobody wants to invite you to special events or give you tours of their facilities is probably because you cannot help but be homophobic each video you make. Gee, I really wonder why these companies want nothing to do with you. Maybe it's because you're saying stuff like broken LGBTQ people in your videos.
Again, notice these guys never mention BlackRock, ESG, or any of the gay, communist, globalist cancer that these companies push. I found this article on screen here about Bellular that was definitely interesting. It basically talks about how he's been given insider interviews and gets to see deep behind-the-scenes information about upcoming World of Warcraft games. But part of his ability to get that info is to continue to be a corporate shill for Activision and parrot the talking points they want. He's a good little sheep and never asks about DEI or ESG. This is why even if they wanted to, Actman, Bellular, and SkillUp can't talk about the woke agenda. These low-T beta males have been bought and sold by Activision, by Sony, by Microsoft, by Bungie. Sure, they can have complaints about gameplay and too many microtransactions and stuff like that, but you will never hear these guys complaining about why women are so ugly in video games now, because they're good corporate servants.
I don't know why, but the way this guy words things, it makes him come off as somebody who doesn't care about good character design in games. It rather makes him look like somebody who lusts over characters in games, and then gets really angry and pissy when the characters aren't his type. It's just the way this guy keeps moaning and whining about the, in quotation marks, uglification of women in video games and complains that these guys aren't talking about that enough and they should be talking about that instead rather than talking about actual issues in games like too many microtransactions and bad gameplay. But no. Instead, let's talk about how attractive game characters are. Like, do you not hear yourself? Do you not realize how stupid you sound right now?
One mistake I think a lot of people make is thinking that just because these guys will say a game is terrible, they must be objective. Not so. A journalist or content creator is not judged by their ability to say a game is bad. They're judged by their ability to be able to breach any topic. The fact that these creators have never talked about DEI, ESG, and the woke propaganda indicates to me either A, they're censoring their real thoughts, or B, these guys are the propaganda machines themselves. Also, there's no way they're not aware of it. Every third comment on YouTube is calling out woke garbage. So these guys are either willing corporate cucks or unwilling corporate cucks. Either way, they're owned by the corporations. Zooming out a little bit, another interesting issue here is the debate around company structure and the corporate life of video game companies. These three creators always toe the woke/communist party line rather than identifying the real problem.
Now, I know Andy Pants, of all people, is not talking about somebody else not addressing the real problem, in quotation marks. You wouldn't know anything about addressing real issues. You're too concerned about how hot a female character is in a video game, rather than the actual gameplay or the actual microtransactions of the game itself. Or, literally any other issue that actually matters.
The actual workers at the bottom, they are the problem. Let me give you an example. So I've talked to a lot of people in the AAA game industry confidentially the past few months. I can't reveal their identities. Companies like Ubisoft have a president, a board of directors, and these are the guys who just care about the money, basically. Below this line right here, you have all the creatives. Usually the person in charge of the creative work is the studio head, game director, somebody like that, and it's usually a whole group of people. Then below the studio heads, you have the 500 or 1,000 people who work at the company. When stuff goes bad and you have a game like Concord that fails, homo leftists like Bellular always blame the president. It's the billionaires, they screech. But after talking to a ton of people in the AAA industry the past few months, I've come to learn this. Billionaires have no idea what kind of game their game company is making. Billionaires don't really care what kind of game the creatives are making. Billionaires just want money to be made. So gay communists like Ackman, Bellular, and Skillup, whenever they talk about the industry, actually want you to be distracted from the real problem, the studio employees themselves. The studio and the people on the bottom are the ones who actually make the game. They are the ones with pronouns in their bio. They're the ones with pride flags in their bio. It's the actual people on the bottom who are making these games trash. All you need to do is get on Twitter to see how true this is. Illustrators, designers, people like Kim Belair. Like I said, they're always gay Satanists, and everybody in the creative department at a video game company has pronouns and gay flags in their bio.
Oh no, pronouns. The English language. The English language is now woke. Also, what does this have to do with games being bad? Oh no, the developers have pride flags and pronouns in their bios? I don't really see how that has anything to do with the game itself. Maybe if you actually took a look at a game that did poorly and actually played it and actually, research and examine things rather than obsessing over what the developers have in their bios on Twitter, then maybe, just maybe, you could put together some halfway decent talking points. But let's be real here, this guy is too offended by pride flags and pronouns to actually give any real criticism on a game.
The wild thing that's happening in the video game industry right now is the chickens are coming home to roost. Billionaire investors for 20 years used to be able to invest money in Ubisoft and get a return on that money. But Ubisoft has been a complete shit show this year, and investors are going to start wondering why their $1 billion didn't turn into $2 billion this year. And this is honestly the sea change that I'm hoping for. This is what we are all praying happens. I want the billionaires to come in and fire all the studio heads and put people in there who can actually make a masculine freaking game for once.
Dude, I don't know what it is with this guy and obsessing over, in quotation marks, masculinity in video games. I'm not sure if he's like insecure about his masculinity in real life, so he has to like live it out in video games. But like, who's gonna tell this dude that the billionaires don't care whether a game is, in quotation marks, gay or, in quotation marks, masculine? They just care if it makes money. And do you know how a game typically makes money and succeeds? It usually makes money and succeeds by just being a good game, by just being enjoyable to play. That's what billionaires are interested in. They don't care about the feminine games, the masculine games, the woke games, the anti-woke games. They are purely there to make money. So stop trying to spin it like the billionaires are on your side, because if they watched one of your videos, they'd probably have an aneurysm.
Guys, the funny thing is, the billionaires are on our side. We want games with hot chicks and manly dudes. Those are the games we are buying. Billionaires actually want us to get what we want. The problem is 90% of the people who work at game studios are gay Satanists. The few based studios out there are giving us exactly what we want right now. Asian studios, Czech Republic studios, Eastern European studios. Every other studio out there in the West is chugging the woke homo mind virus and is done, basically. They might as well close up shop. All right, so in closing, look, honestly, Actman and SkillUp can have whatever political opinion they want. They can be cucks and vote for Kamala this year. I don't care. My whole reason for making this video is to make you aware of the people whose videos you are watching. Anytime you watch an Actman video or a SkillUp video or a Bellular video, just know you are funding the current establishment of video games. You are funding the LGBTQ games. You are funding woke games every time you watch Actman, Bellular, and SkillUp. Conversely, every time you watch Endymion, Jay the Concept, Synthetic Man, Short Fat Otaku, or Andy Pants, we are going against the woke agenda and the woke mind virus.
Well, the video just about ends there. The last minute or so is spent talking about these two games that make fun of, in quotation marks, wokeness. And I don't think anybody cares to hear about that, so we're just going to go ahead and round off the video there. Now, as for my final thoughts, I have to say this has to be one of the most brain-dead videos I've seen in a while. And it's kind of disturbing seeing how many people unironically agree with this guy. Anyways, that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 3K subs, and make sure to check out the Discord server, link in description. Anyways, with all that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. So Andy Pants finally made a response video, and I have had a bunch of people, and I mean a bunch of people, sending me this video, and we're going to be checking it out today, okay? Because, you know, this guy has had yet to make a really official response, so I'm curious to see what he's going to say in this video. I'm curious to see, you know, what he's going to debunk in this video. Now, something else that I also noticed with this video is that he unlisted it right away, like it only got 2,000 views, and he also left a little message for us in the description. Just to further clarify, I never performed a false copyright strike. I performed a perfectly legal copyright strike because the Actman re-uploaded my video in its entirety. This is the definition of a copyright strike. Now, immediately after doing this, I talked with some members in my community, and it's very frowned upon to do this in the case of a debate. I was not aware of this. When I learned this, I immediately released the copyright strike. To say I did a false copyright strike is a lie. The dude re-uploaded my video. If you're gay and mad, please do me a favor and unfollow me. Thanks. Also, I'm turning off comments on this video just to make the libcucks mad. Sure you are, buddy. Sure you are. No, I don't really feel like doing an intro for this video. Not even gonna plug anything. We're just gonna go ahead and get straight into the video because I've been wanting to check this out for a minute now. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Hey guys, so there's been an attempt recently by people like the Actman and others to paint me as some kind of grifter who swapped sides for clout. Guys, I grew up in the Bible Belt. I was homeschooled until 2nd grade. I used to argue with my teachers about creationism. Despite a few years as an idiot atheist, I have been 100% Christ-based for the last 20 years since I got saved. I voted for Trump twice and against Obama before that, and then Bush before that. Guys, it doesn't get more based than Andy Pants.
Yes, nothing says based like shutting off your comments and unlisting your response video. Very Giga Chad move if I do say so myself.
But look, guys, these comments against me now that are calling me a grifter and trying to expose me and all this, guys, it's because they're gay. They're homosexuals. They're part of the LGBTQ community. And people are so pissed right now, guys, that I'm speaking the truth. I'm like one of the few people on YouTube speaking the truth about this junk, and they hate me so much, and they want to discredit me so badly.
Yes, we're the ones trying to discredit you, even though all you have as a counter-argument are insults. May I refer to our debate? Okay, well, now we're just arguing, like, numbers and whatever. Now we're just like, well, ratio. Is that what we're using Twitter logic now?
Brother, what is the cuck chair like? Because you sound like a leftist.
But no, guys, we're the ones who are discrediting him.
So anybody that you see calling me a grifter, just look in their bio. I guarantee you they have pronouns in their bio. So anyway, these attempts to paint me as some kind of a formerly liberal grifter are honestly hilarious. I also find it funny that these accusations come from people like the Ackman. The dude loves the new black protagonist in Assassin's Creed Shadows. He loves woke games. He regularly goes to pride parades, etc.
Andy, you know what I find funny? How you claim to love diversity in video games, yet any chance you can, you complain about diversity in video games. And now you're trying to put down somebody else for liking a game that has a black protagonist in it. So Andy, do you like diversity in video games or not? Because you're making things very confusing.
So the way I'm being painted right now is somebody who used to have a channel where I was some kind of wokey, and then according to them, I flopped all of my views completely to take advantage of some kind of conservative algorithm, and I'm successful now because I changed all my views on things. The only problem is this reality exists in the minds of gay liberal men and doesn't exist in reality. Just like the idea that there are more than two genders. The fact is I've always been against the woke garbage, whether it's my channel now or my old Xbox-centric channel from before. I've always been against the woke stuff.
Now, I'm just speaking for myself here. I'm not really speaking for anybody else. I never really said this guy was woke. I never said he used to be woke. Yes, I am aware he used to do anti-woke content on his old channel. However, his anti-woke content, at least from what I saw, his takes back then seemed a lot more reasonable. Like, you could probably agree with him. However, nowadays, it's just a way more exaggerated, over-the-top anti-woke personality. As far as I can tell, never existed on the Andy Xbox channel. That's why people say you're a grifter.
But just to explain why I changed to a new channel, so I used to have an Xbox fanboy channel from around 2020 to 2024. I actually at one point thought Xbox was more based than PlayStation. But the problem is that Xbox has proven itself to be even more woke than PlayStation. And so I abandoned Xbox and I abandoned that channel around 2024. This isn't me grifting or flip-flopping. Xbox changed their leadership. It pissed me off, and I nuked that channel because I pretty much don't agree with any of the videos I posted there anymore.
Yes, but here's the issue, Andy. You nuked it right after Gamertron Show made his exposed video on you. So Andy Pants, you mean to tell me within just a few days after Gamertron Show exposed you, you just decided, oh, Xbox is woke, I don't really like this content anymore. Nuke. Like, do you understand how crazy that timing is? Like, I just struggle to believe you've had this channel for years, but just as somebody talks about it, that's when you decide to delete it? Like, do you understand how that just doesn't really add up? Do you understand how that just doesn't really make sense?
It would be like, let's say that you had a Star Wars fan channel and you talked about how much you love Star Wars, and then Kathleen Kennedy comes along and announces every single character in the Star Wars universe is gay now. Well, are you going to leave that channel up saying that Star Wars is awesome? No, you have every right to go take that channel down because the leadership of the brand has completely changed and you don't believe in the brand anymore.
Yeah, just make sure to delete it right after it gets called out by another channel.
And that's what happened to me with Xbox. I used to believe in Xbox. I don't anymore because they're just as woke as PlayStation. So when I started this new channel of mine in May 2024 or so, I actually just intended to have a quiet little channel where I talk about games. If you go and look back, I talk about how much I love Gears of War. I talk about Mafia 3. I talk about Homefront: The Revolution. And I intended to basically leave the console war behind me and just talk about games. And then I think June or July, I made this little video about masculinity. And I woke up the next morning with 2.5 million views on this video, as Mongold making a video about my video and 150,000 subscribers.
You know, Andy Pants, I find it funny that you mentioned Asmongold because
there's this thing you see on YouTube a lot now, and it's called grifting, and you see people like Luke Stevens and Asmongold doing it a lot, and it just basically means these people have no integrity whatsoever. And it basically means you just regurgitate whatever the popular opinion to have right now is.
So Andy, I ask you this, because Asmongold reacted to your video, and as far as I can tell, he reacted positively to it, does that make him a grifter still?
But let's get back to the grifting allegation. So if I am truly a grifter, then I should have never talked about anti-woke stuff on my old channel, right? Because I did this big flop, right? I completely changed my opinion, except, oops, I talked about anti-woke stuff constantly on my old Xbox channel. So here's some receipts for you. In January 2021, I made one of my first videos, and it was called The Political Bias of Gaming Journalists. In this video, I call out IGN, Kotaku, GameSpot, and Polygon for all being full of woke leftist soy boys. I'm happy to send a link to this video, by the way, if you want it. So I called out Anita Sarkeesian for trying to blackmail CDPR. The main argument of the video is basically that video games have always been diverse and that leftists don't actually want diversity in games because they try to exclude religious and conservative people from their games. I talk about how games used to be more offensive and games have become soft now, etc., etc. In April 2023, I made a video about the woke disaster Last of Us 2, and I specifically talk about how politics and wokeness ruin this game. In August 2023, I made a video called Why Aren't Video Games Fun Anymore? And I literally talk about how important God is and how I'm an evangelical Christian. In August 2023, I also made several videos here about why I thought Starfield was really good. And guys, now that I've had a year to keep playing the game, I'm honestly going to give Starfield a 7 now instead of an 8. And look, a lot of people in the anti-woke community that I'm a part of now want to say Starfield is woke, but it's really not. Sure, there's pronouns at the beginning of the game, but most of the game contains very little woke content.
Did Andy Pants actually just say something reasonable for once? Oh my goodness, this guy actually used his brain for once. Let's go! This guy actually saw a game that was not that great and didn't immediately blame it on wokeness. You know what, Andy? I think you're taking some steps in the right direction here.
I have actually gotten in fights with people on my channel over this. Starfield's biggest problem isn't the politics, but the fact that the characters in the dialogue have no edge whatsoever, and everybody is really boring. So just to be clear, I've never trashed Starfield in the present day, nor have I changed my position on that. I will say I used to like Starfield more, and as I've continued to play the game, I like it less because I just kind of see how bland and boring the dialogue is. But to say that Starfield is some kind of ridiculously woke game is stupid, and you haven't played the game. In March 2024, I made a video entitled Woke Game Devs, calling out wokeness in the industry on my old channel. In April 2024, I made a video called Woke PlayStation, in which I mock the gay leftist trash that PlayStation has been producing. In April 2024, on my old channel, I made a video called How About We Keep Politics Out of Games? In April 2024, I made another video just called Woke, where I just call out wokeness. So as I hope you're beginning to see, I have never changed my position on wokeness and leftism. I have always hated gay trash in games, and I want to see this stuff removed.
Well, unlucky for you, that's not going away anytime soon because, well, games nowadays appeal to a wide range of audiences. Also, just because something is woke doesn't automatically make it bad.
I recently had this punk kid on my stream named Walter in one of my live streams, and this kid showed up and he called me a grifter because I said I was only putting out videos about wokeism recently. According to him, you need to keep putting out videos you know will fail, otherwise you're not authentic. I explained to Walter, my sweet summer child, you're a child, you have to grow up, and you need to learn a little bit about how the world works. I compare Walter to that band in high school that never got out of the small town you grew up in and were never successful, and the whole time they kept telling themselves, we're not successful because we never sold out. We're so pure. And it's like, guys, y'all are still playing in your basement. Nobody likes your music, and you need to grow up.
All right, so this is going to be an interesting segment of the video because I'm cool with Walter. As far as I can tell, me and him don't have any beef. But we did have a conversation the other day. Well, Walter and his friend, we did have a bit of a conversation the other day, and it was basically about my video where I called out Andy Pants for saying the N-word and basically showed his childish meltdown in my DMs after I confronted him. And Walter kind of brought up a kind of similar angle, not really exactly the same, but a somewhat similar angle against me. And we talked for like an hour, probably over an hour, and basically to just simplify and shorten down the angle, it was basically like, this video is kind of slop, how does this add to the story? And really all I gotta say is, look, I'm not a storytelling channel. I don't make documentaries, I don't make super high quality documentaries, stories. I don't do that. I'm a commentary channel. I talk about things I find interesting. I make videos that I think my audience will like. Yeah, I'll admit it. I will make videos that I think are going to get views. Because at the end of the day, if you want to run a successful YouTube channel, your priority should be getting views, getting subscribers, building a community. And I feel like people will hear that and they'll think, oh, you don't have any passion. I would say that they're wrong. Because, well, sure, maybe my videos aren't the most passionate. Having the community, okay? Having the people in the chat, having, you know, the Discord server, you know what I mean? Having, you know, just the community overall, having your own little community, your own little corner of the internet, that is what I'm passionate about. And I think a lot of people out there could probably relate to that. And like, I'm only just now realizing this because, you know, for years I've told myself, no, I just do YouTube for the money. And it was like, there was always something that dragged me back to YouTube every time I wanted to quit. And I finally realized what it is. I want a community. I want my own little audience. And sorry if I'm getting off topic here or like, you know, going on a bit of a side tangent, but it's just like ever since I had that conversation with Walter and his friend, it really made me think about like, you know, why do I do YouTube? Because it's not just the money. I know it's not just the money. Even though I told them that, I know it's not just the money. And to get back on topic here, yes, I do think Andy Pants is a grifter. He is 100% a grifter. There is no denying it. He is a grifter. However, I think the notion that like, you know, every content creator needs to be like super duper passionate and needs to be putting in 10,000% like each video, I think that notion is just a little bit silly and a little bit unrealistic. And knowing Andy Pants and knowing how much he likes to lie and cover up things, I wouldn't be surprised if he's just bringing up this one talking point by Walter and like ignoring other talking points that Walter may have brought up. So yeah, Walter, if you want to give your side of the story, feel free to comment down below and let everybody know. If you think I got anything wrong in this video or I misinterpreted what you meant in our conversation, then please let me know. Anyways, let's continue.
The irony is, of course, that people like Walter don't actually have morality from something like God or Christianity. They just have this kind of like bullshit morality that they make up that they follow.
Wait, hang on. So you're saying Walter doesn't have any morals because like he's passionate about content creation? Are you fucking stupid?
But I also want to use a painting metaphor here. So let's say you are an artist and you can do a still life, you can do portraits, and you can do landscapes. Now, let's say Target or Walmart comes to you and says, we want to pay you $1 million to do 500 landscape paintings. So I asked them, hey, can I do some portraits and still lifes for you? And they say, sorry, we're only interested in your landscape paintings. So I make 500 landscape paintings for them and I take the money. Am I any less of an artist because I focused on one type of painting and got paid for it? This is how I view the whole YouTube thing. YouTube naturally wants you to become a specialist and specify on a specific area, and YouTube will pay you more money for that. And I'm happy to do that because I passionately believe what I'm talking about.
Now, see, you almost had a point there, but then you went on to talk about how you passionately believe what you say, which I think we all know is BS. Andy, you don't gotta lie. The video is unlisted. Not many people are gonna see it anyways. You don't gotta lie, bro. We get it. You're a grifter.
I have always passionately been a conservative, and I've been against the woke liberal trash. Now, can I make videos about Gears of War and Mafia and Homefront the Revolution? Absolutely, but they're going to get a fraction of the views of videos about the woke stuff. And so it's kind of like I've cultivated this audience and I've grown this audience and I agree with everything I'm saying, and I've always agreed with what I'm saying. So I'm happy to focus on the kinds of videos that YouTube says are going to be successful. So, all right, let's move on to some other allegations about me, though. So ironically, in that January 2021 video that I told you about that was ultra bass, I called out the wokies, and I did have one unfortunate sentence in that video, and it was this. I said, quote, the more gay, lesbian, trans, and female characters we have in games, the better. And all I can say is that I don't agree with that sentence anymore. This was almost 5 years ago now, and I think I was much more of a centrist at the time. But of course, the Ackman, being the pride parade going dude that he is, completely takes this out of context to make it look like I'm some woke leftist or something, when that's a complete lie, and he knows it. But the Ackman is pretty good at lying and breaking the 9th commandment. So now what I will say is that I've never been anti-diversity in games. I'm not one of these people who says, oh, games need to be all white people. I only want to see white people in games. I'm not going to say that.
No, instead what you'll do is you'll just complain about diversity any minute you can. You're not going to say that you only want games to have only white people because, let's be real here, that'd probably get you banned off of YouTube. But I just find it so weird how you just love diversity in video games, yet you always complain about diversity in video games. Like, don't you see how that's a little bit weird? Like, don't you think that's a teensy bit little weird and a little bit kind of, odd?
I think I've made this clear on my channel. I think it's great that in the old Gears of War games, all the guys don't have to be white. What I'm against, and what I think all of us are against, is against forced diversity. Like, if you look back at old games, games have always been diverse. What we are against is against this new push to ram diversity in an inauthentic and inorganic way. To just ram women into everything, and gay people into everything, and politics into everything. That's what we hate. To give you an example, I have no issue with the fact that Jackie in Cyberpunk is Latino, and I think it actually adds a lot to his character. I have no issue with Coltrane being a black guy in Gears of War. I think it adds something to the game. When diversity is done well and it isn't super annoying, I think we all like it. What I'm against, and what I think I've always been against, is against forced woke tokenism and diversity that feels inauthentic and political and like propaganda. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about.
And hey, I agree with that. I think forced diversity and tokenism sucks. But see, here's the thing, and this is my issue with the whole anti-woke crowd, is that things like that will get prioritized over actual issues in games. They'll ignore, like, the pricing issues with games, the gameplay with games, or they will acknowledge those problems and blame it on, in quotation marks, wokeness. And that's ultimately my issue with the whole anti-woke side of things. But like, example, Concord, right? Andy Pants' audience blames it on, in quotation marks, wokeness. I blame it on poor pricing, terrible gameplay, and bad character design. I think overall, that's not caused by, in quotation marks, woke developers. That's caused by bad developers. Woke does not automatically mean bad.
Another clip the Ackman pulled about me showed me at one time saying that I thought Asmongold was a grifter, and now he's become one of my favorite YouTubers. I don't know what to say about this other than that my viewpoint on Asmongold changed. When I was first introduced to Asmon, I thought he was a grifter. Yeah, but as I watched him more, I realized the dude was really based. So I was wrong, and sometimes we're wrong about things, and we change. The one final thing people have been complaining about is that I copy-striked Ackman's video in which he re-uploaded our discussion. The funny thing about this is that I never called it a debate, by the way. It was just supposed to be an edgy discussion, and people are now calling it a debate. Anyway, this was honestly just a mistake, and as soon as I realized what I had done wrong, I corrected my error. YouTube informs you when somebody else has re-uploaded your content, and my immediate thought was, why is he re-uploading our debate when it's already on my channel? But I talked to a few people, and this is very common. So basically, as soon as I realized my mistake, I apologized to the Ackman, and I lifted the copyright. And look, I'd never done a debate before, so I didn't know this, and it was just an honest mistake.
Now, see, I would believe you, but there's a small issue. You see, you disabled the comments on that stream. You knew exactly why Actman re-uploaded the stream. And given your track record of just silencing people that criticize you, now you just expect us to be like, oh, it was an honest mistake. It wasn't anything serious. You know what I mean? Andy Pants, he made a little bit of an oopsie. You know what I mean? Now, that's about where the video ends. He spends the rest of the video just talking about how Actman's a grifter and how he got paid to review some games, which I'm pretty sure he only knows about that because Walter told him about it. But yeah, that's basically just going to wrap it up for this video. Make sure to check out the Discord server, link in description. I'm always active on there. I always ping the Discord server when I upload new videos, since YouTube notifications can be a bit buggy sometimes. So if any of that sounds of interest to you, make sure to check out the Discord server. Also, be sure to subscribe. We're almost at 3K subs. And yeah, guys, as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh, wait, hang on, everybody. Wait, mute their mic. Hang on, wait, Shadow Raven, buddy, you there? Buddy. Shadow Raven. You can hear me? Yeah. Okay, wait, your mic is like clipped right now. Damn, bro, where are you?
My mic is working just fine.
Okay, there you go. Okay, fuck. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear you. Okay, cool. All right, everybody, I'm going to say this right now. Everybody mute their mic. I know everybody wants to say their piece, but I don't care. Mute your mic, okay? We're not having 100 people jump on this dude at once, all right? Because we're going to get nothing out of that but a giant clusterfuck. So Shadow Raven, okay, where do you want to start, buddy? Where do you want everybody mute their mic? Everybody that's joining mute. Everybody say that in someone put this in Panopticon. for everybody to mute their mic. I'm not going to repeat myself 100 times. So, Shadow Raven.
Look, I don't know what you guys are on or what your problem is, but
Okay, no.
somebody
Hang on,
wanted
wait.
me to cover the Ash. Excuse me. Let me try that again. Somebody wanted me to cover the Fallout Ashwell mod, so I did.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's the issue, Shadow Raven. All right, here's the issue. The whole reason this started, okay? And like I said, I'm going to explain this as nice as I can to you. Now, because I want to, like I said, let's not have this devolve into some childish shit, okay? I want to, like, get through to you, okay? Because I think you're failing to understand what's been going on. So, the reason Mo and Sanity covered you and covered your video was because you didn't do any research into the Fallout Ashfall thing. You just took somebody that was like a random user. You took, what was his name? All Out Monty. Yeah. He DMs you, makes up some shit. You didn't do anything to verify that he was telling the truth. And
he's not the one who DM'd me.
Wait, hang on. Wait, hold up. And
he's not the one who DM'd me.
Okay, well, hang on. Wait. Well, I'm like 99% sure he is. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I don't.
Elder Lindquist is the one who DM'd me on that.
It doesn't really matter who DM you.
Okay, so already you're making false
hang on, let me finish. Let me finish. Wait, hold up, buddy. Let me finish. Hang on, just give me 5 more seconds, okay? Because your mind's about to be blown. Okay, so the reason you got covered and the reason people were talking about was because you didn't do any research into your video and you just took somebody's word because they agreed with you politically. That was it. Do you see the problem there?
But later on, I did do research and I found out most of the things that I uncovered are true.
How? What? Wait, well, oh no, it was so woke because somebody said Ashfall dude was like bisexual or some shit. It's so no. I hope you know this whole little thing where it started. It's become so what's the word I'm looking for when something doesn't matter? Asinine? I don't know. Irrelevant? Yeah, because you just blew this out of proportion. I mean, we're so beyond where this started. Now we're at a point where it's gone a little crazy. That's really where it took a turn and where I got, where I stepped in and got pissed was when you falsely accused Sanity of being a fucking groomer because he had pride stuff on his Twitter. And then when I asked you what was your reasoning for it, you said, oh, well, there was this one pride parade where there was nudity and there was kids there. It's like, okay, so because that one incident happened, which by the way was the parents' fault for bringing their kid there in the first place, but that's a debate for another time. But you're using that one incident to classify an entire group of people as groomers and predators, and then you use your generalization of that to accuse Sanity of being a groomer, and then later on accuse fucking me and a few other people of being in this grooming
and
ring,
already you're
which is
being a
insane.
Hypocrite.
How am I being a
and
hypocrite?
already you're being a
Explain
hypocrite.
to me. How am I being a hypocrite?
Because in all of Sanity's streams, he was praising so much on this Pride Month. He was literally just saying it, just blowing it up in everyone's face.
Yeah, you're not getting my point, are you?
He even said he
Are you
supports
getting,
it.
Hang on, no,
But
Shadow
does
Raven,
he
you're not
support this?
Shadow Raven, you're not understanding me. You're not getting my point. My point is, just because there was one incident during a pride parade doesn't mean that an entire group of people can be written off as bad. Okay, Shadow Raven, let me ask you this, okay?
But he was still supporting
Shadow
it.
Raven, hang on, wait, I want to ask you a question, genuine
How
question.
do you explain that?
I just explained it to you, but hang on, let me ask you a question because I'm going to try and dumb it down for you. Okay, so you know the brand Ford, obviously, right? Okay, so you know the brand Ford,
That really,
the trucks.
I mean...
No, hang on, Shadow Raven, no, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Like I said, I'm going to dumb it down for you, okay? So you know the brand Ford, right? They make trucks, cars, and that shit. Okay, so would you say that the entire Ford brand makes shitty vehicles because 1 or 2 vehicles had some issues?
Well, of course not.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we're actually making the most progress we have ever made throughout this entire almost year of drama. Okay, we're actually making progress here. Okay, so if you wouldn't classify an entire brand as shitty because they made 1 or 2 bad cars, why would you do the same thing for the LGBTQ community?
Because he supports it. He even said he
No,
supports
no. It doesn't. No. Shadow Raven. It doesn't. It's not about who supports. Okay, hang on.
He
Whoever
mentioned
talked,
it in
mute
his
their mic.
streams.
No. Shadow Raven. It
He
doesn't matter
said
if he
Happy
support.
Pride
It
Month
doesn't.
and this and
Shadow
Happy
Raven.
Pride Month that and all that.
Okay,
I mean,
Shadow Raven.
he said it. It's in his live streams. Anyone can always go back to them
Shadow
and
Raven.
hear it.
I hope you know. Most people here are whoever
No.
talk. Mute their mic.
No,
hang
I
on.
don't
Wait.
think
Shadow
so.
Raven. Shadow Raven, buddy. You gotta let me talk here. You do realize most people here are pro like LGBTQ, right? Like so. What you're saying right now, it doesn't matter. Like, yes, we know Sandy is pro pride. However, you're trying to say he's a groomer because he's in the LGBTQ. I'm not debating whether or not Sandy is in or not in the LGBTQ community. What I'm trying to get through to you. It's not even a debate. What I'm trying to get through to you is you cannot say the entire LGBTQ community is groomers and predators because of one incident. Do you understand
I never said that they were. I just said that he was.
Yes, you did. You
and
literally
I
did. You
actually had
literally accused
proof
Sandy of being a
with
groomer. And then you were
screenshots that I
like,
took.
oh, no. Hang on. You were like, oh, yeah, he's a groomer. He's a predator. And then you show the screenshots.
Did you
and
even
it's
heard what I
pro-pride
said?
Stuff. Yes, buddy.
Dude.
Buddy, I heard what you said.
Dude,
I heard
listen,
what you said.
I had actual screenshots. Meanwhile,
Show me the screenshots.
these
Show
archive
me the
channels
screenshots.
are making false claims because they have no proof.
Hang on, wait.
I
Show
don't,
me,
and,
show
and
me
I
the
don't
screenshots.
even know
No,
what
stop. We're
Lolly
not
is.
moving from this until you show me the screenshots. Show me proof that Sandy is a groomer. Show me the screenshots. Do you have them? Do you have them on your computer or on your phone?
I don't have them anymore. I got rid of them
Why would you get rid of them?
because I gave up on this war. The moment all
If you
this
gave
shit
up on this
started
war, then
going
why are you
down
here
with
talking
the
about some we have
archive
a serious
channels
issue?
and everything.
If you gave up on this, then why are you in here talking about some we have a serious issue and still trying to accuse Sandy of being a groomer?
Because I don't like what I'm seeing is going on with this.
Okay, wait, hang on. So wait,
You have all these archive
no,
channels
wait, hang on,
stealing my
wait,
videos,
no, wait, hang
and
on.
they're making
Wait,
false allegations.
Because you don't like criticism, you're now just so you basically just exposed yourself saying,
is not
okay, because I
criticism.
don't like
This is an
criticism.
attack that they
Hang on,
made.
wait, hold up. Because so basically
It's not
you just
criticism.
exposed yourself.
There's a difference between
hang on,
criticism and an attack. This is an actual attack.
Hang on, wait, no.
You have Team Gamer Food
Hang on,
helping
wait.
you.
Shadow
I
Raven,
know who
you're
those archive
attacking us.
channels
Your
are.
group is attacking us. They're threatening to make false copyright claims and accusing us of being in a grooming ring. Meanwhile, we have never made false allegations against you. Never. Not once. Okay? You know what we have done? We've criticized you. We've made jokes, but we never harassed you, and we don't promote harassing. You know what Sandy said about Team Gamer Food when you brought them up talking about they were like doxing you or making false allegations about you? Sandy actually was charitable towards you and actually was like, Team Gamer Food is wrong for that and wrong for making up allegations about you. Sandy basically took your side on that, and you're still mad at him. Are you crying?
Where did he say that?
It was in his hang on, here I'll show you. Wait. Hang on. Can someone get me the link to that video? I think it was the one I reacted to on
You don't
stream.
even know who those archive channels are. I can tell you right now. I know.
Hang on,
who
wait.
they are.
Okay, hang on.
It's Team
Okay, this
Gamer
is amazing. So you just admitted that
You
I don't
wanna
know who
know
the
how I
archive
know
channels
that?
are. So why are you complaining to me when there's archive channels if you just
You
admitted
wanna-
that I don't know
you
who
wanna
they
know
are?
how I know that?
Shadow
You wanna
Raven.
know how I know that?
What are you talking about? Wait, what are you saying?
I spammed a message on all of the archive channels. That also includes their videos.
I don't care. You
saying,
just said
"Oh,
no,
these two
Shadow Raven,
assholes
that's
from
irrelevant.
Team
You
Gamer
just
Food
said
showed up on my videos on Rumble and started
okay,
harassing
good for
me
you.
on
Do you
there.
want a cookie? Hang
And
on.
I have
What
screenshots of those too. Yeah,
for-
I have screenshots.
Oh, whoa,
of what they did.
whoa. What did they do? What did they do that was so detrimental? They archived your content?
They forced me off of Rumble. They were posting and they were
How did they force you off of Rumble?
he was using a generated AI avatar of me. Actually me, my real facial identity in an NSFW format.
How is that our fault?
That's what I'm really fucking pissed off about.
Okay. Look, if they did that, which I don't know if they did, but if they did that, then obviously, yeah, that's fucked up. But me and Sanity aren't behind that. We just, actually, no, fucking, I barely have talked about, I made, what, a 2-hour
What I
VOD?
told them is serious as fuck. This asshole threatened my
You need
parents.
to-
He
dude.
harassed my family. And honestly, if I knew who he was, I would kill this motherfucker.
Okay,
Serious.
look, bro.
Dead
Look, bro.
ass
Look, bro.
on this.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay, okay,
joking.
okay, okay. Cool. Good for you. So badass. But like, dude, look, here's the thing, right? Is that
No, this ain't a joke, dude. If I knew who he was, he would get fucking murdered.
oh shit. Well, wow, that's so,
Yeah,
so
oh,
intimidating.
shit. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
they
Oh shit,
took
my
the
bad,
wrong
bro.
bull.
Didn't mean to disrespect the
This
original
bull's got
gangsta.
horns.
Didn't mean to
And I don't
disrespect
fucking
the
wrong with
original
that
gangsta
shit.
here. My
When
bad, bro.
somebody fucks with my family like that.
I mean, no, dude, like, dude, look, here's my thing. The reason I'm joking, and like, here's the thing. The reason I'm joking is because you think we have something to do with it. We don't. We don't have anything to do with this fucked up shit that's happening to you. You need to go take it up with them. If you have an issue, take it up with them because we're not behind this. Shadow Raven, your issue is that you're classifying anybody that doesn't like you or disagrees with you into one group and putting them on a fucking weird hit list. What the fuck did I do to get on the hit list besides debate you? What did I do?
You have no screen share in this. You have no image sharing in this chat.
I think you can send images in the Panopticon. But what did I do that was so detrimental? Because we've had limited interactions. Very limited.
I didn't say you did anything, but
Okay, then why the fuck am I on a hit list? Why am I on a hit list? If I didn't do anything wrong, then why am I on a hit list and why are you mad at me? The fuck did I do? Oh, see, now you look like a dumbass. See, that's the... Aw, kitty.
was on an alternative account.
Yeah, my second
You
channel.
took my voice and you uploaded it, which is the same recording I sent to that asshole.
Yeah, I
It's
did
one
that
of the
because it was...
archive
I
channels.
did... You know why I
When
did that?
had
Because I thought it was
every
funny.
right
I'm not trying...
and every reason to threaten him.
Okay, hang on, wait. So first of all right.
I
First
told
of
you,
all...
dude, I tried telling you guys, this is not a game.
Oh shit, my bad. Shiver
This
me
is dead
timbers.
ass.
Shiver me sorry, bro. Hang on, I'll back off, bro. I'll like, completely nuke my second channel for you. Does that make you feel better? I'm lying, by the way. I'm not going to nuke my second channel. Get fucked.
Look, how much did you get involved into this with the archive channels? That's all I want to know.
Buddy, I
Did you
hope
have
you
little
know. Hang on, but
involvement
shut the
or
fuck up
a
and let me
lot?
talk, bro. Because you're really driving me nuts here, and I'm getting so
Excuse
tired.
me?
No,
You
no, no,
don't
no, no, no,
fucking
no.
talk to me
Hang on,
like
I'm
that,
getting
dude.
so fucking tired. I'm getting so tired of hearing your bullshit. You
I don't
keep
give a
fucking
fuck. You don't raise
classifying
your
me
fucking voice
with the
to me like
same
that, dude.
group of people. It's getting so tiring,
Right now, with
bro.
all the shit
It
that's
is
been
so
going on, I'm
tiring.
fucking
I'm lit.
pissed.
No, 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 no.
really
The
mad.
stuff
Dude,
they can't
hang
even
on,
handle a
be
raised
quiet. Other
voice.
dude, other dude.
Dude, fuck
Cammy, be
you.
quiet. No, 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 hang on. What,
Don't
bro?
even
No,
fucking go there
do
with
you
me
understand
that
how
shit,
tiring
dude.
it is to wake up and see, oh shit, Shadow Raven's got me on a hit list. Shadow Raven mentioned me
Dude,
here.
I don't
Shadow
give a
Raven mentioned me
fuck.
there. I don't care about you. Leave me alone. Get out of my why the fuck? What the fuck do I have to do with
You
this?
know what, dude? I don't give a fuck about you either.
Good.
Right
I'm
now, there's
glad.
a lot
I'm
of shit
so
that I'm dealing
glad.
with, too.
Please, just. I'm so glad that you don't care about me. That's all I've wanted. I don't want you to care about me because I don't care about you. Why do you have me on the hit list? Take me off of it.
Nope.
Oh wait. Okay, so you do care about me.
Because you played a role into it, dude.
What role did I play? What role did I play?
You stole my voice from one of the
I stole your
archives
voice. How did I
when
how did
mailed
I
it to
steal your
them.
voice?
You
What I
had
made
it
a
on your
meme edit. I
channel.
put like 3 days
So,
grace and
you-
like some
that
wolf
stuff right
images
there, you
over
played
your
a role into
voice.
it too, so you're just as at fault as they are.
I love the the little like quiver in your voice as you were about to like cry or some shit. No, but dude. Okay, like
Dude, go off your fucking self.
oh shit,
fucking
telling a
asshole.
17-year-old to kill themselves. That's let me note that real quick.
We need to chill here for like just a second because not only are we like super far away from where the conversation like was trying to go, but also we're getting a little vitriolic here. Okay, Shadow Raven, you uploaded that voice to the internet yourself, and also the reason that you're mad at the archive channels is because they uploaded AI porn of you. Now, Rince did not do that, therefore you should not be mad at him. Like,
I didn't
you
upload
shouldn't-
it.
At the very least,
I
you
sent it
shouldn't
in
be
an
putting him on a
email.
hit
And
list.
also,
That's
wait,
what
can
I
I say
did.
something? Wait, I just want to add something. Look, Shadow Raven.
There's a difference.
Look, Shadow Raven, look. I know I just yelled at you like a minute ago, but look, bro, look. I want you to understand where I'm coming from, okay? Imagine, okay, because you don't like the false allegations and shit being made up about you, okay? I want to explain to you why I'm upset, or like not upset, but just annoyed. I'm irritated. I'm not like deeply angry, but sometimes I do, yell a little bit, get a little angry, frustrated, because it's kind of tiring seeing a
No,
group
I'm
of
deeply
people.
fucking angry because
No.
there's more shit that I was dealing on top of this. even
Okay, yeah,
before
hang
all
on,
of
wait.
this
So you're
happened.
angry and you're upset, right? You know, there's false allegations being made about you and whatever, okay, and there's shit happening to you. But do you understand how other people feel when they have false allegations and threats made towards them? Do you understand how that feels? Okay, do you understand where I'm coming from when I
Really,
wake up and I
guys?
see
Really?
I'm being hang on, no, wait,
You
hang
know
on,
what?
wait. Hang on, wait,
I'm
no,
just
Shadow
gonna
Raven,
let that
no, Shadow
go,
Raven.
dude.
Hang on,
I'm
let
not even. Look,
Shad-
I'm over that. I'm past that.
You're okay, so you're just
give a
gonna
fuck
so
what
you're
he
gonna
does on his
slightly
Twitter.
so you're just gonna casually brisk over the false groomer allegations you made towards me, towards Sanity, towards a few other people. You're just gonna brisk over that like nothing happened.
Look, I'm not saying it's. I'm not gonna say it's.
Are you gonna
false,
apologize?
but you know
Hang
what?
on, Shadow
I'm
Raven.
over it. I'm just.
Are you gonna
I'm not
apologize for it?
even
Are you gonna
fuck with
apologize?
that
That's all I
anymore.
want is an apology.
You can just fuck right off, dude, with that bullshit.
Hang on, wait. Okay, hang on, wait. Everybody be quiet, be quiet. Hang on, wait, Shadow Raven. Hang on.
What
Will
the
you
fuck
admit?
Did you say?
Hang on, wait, no. See, this is why I don't want people chiming in. Mr. Gamer, hang on. Hang on, be quiet. Just don't even. No, look, Shadow Raven.
Yeah, fucking say something to me again,
Okay, Shadow Raven, chill out, bro. Calm down.
dude. I don't play that shit.
Oh shit, my bad, bro. Didn't mean to,
When you talk to me like that, it's fucking go time.
Ooh,
Dude, I'm a fucking man.
Oh
You don't
shit.
talk to me
Well,
like that,
you're
dude.
40 years old. I'd hope you'd be
I'll
like a
fuck
man
you
by
up.
then. So, but okay, dude, look, listen, Shadow Raven. Okay, listen
Look,
to me.
man,
Listen,
I ain't trying to fight nobody.
Shadow
alright?
Raven. Listen to me. Listen to
I
me,
refuse to
buddy.
be
Open your ears and listen to me. Okay. Look, are you at least willing to admit that the false grooming allegations was fucked up? Are you willing to admit that the false grooming allegations you made were fucked up? Can you at least admit that for me?
Look, man, I'm just gonna tell you, and it's me being honest. I saw what I saw, and I took screenshots. That's it.
Dude, oh my
had the
goodness.
screenshots
You're not getting my
until I
fucking
decided to call it
you're
quits
not
on
getting where I'm
everything.
coming from, are
I'm
you?
out of the war. I'm not in the war anymore.
Neither are we,
I'm not in
buddy.
this
I wasn't even in this
anti-war
war.
war
I woke up. No, Shadow Raven. I want you to understand where I'm coming from. I woke up this morning and I got fucking messages and pings saying I'm on a hit list, and I'm like, why the fuck am I on a hit list? And then I look and it's my second channel. I'm like, what the fuck? What did I do? And then your fucking boy, Good Guy Dave, is commenting on my video on Andy Pants, my supercut, talking about some some weird shit, saying, oh, we got evidence you're in a grooming ring, blah, 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 blah. What's with the grooming shit? Okay, because that's what I care about, right? Because look, I take, false allegations somewhat, I take false allegations somewhat seriously. At least, the reason I'm saying somewhat is just because, they're coming from you and you have like basically no basis. But still, though, I think that's like the most, at least for my side of the situation, the most annoying part is being accused of being in a grooming ring. What's that about? Like, where the fuck did you get that from? Where did you pull that from? Hello?
Well, I mean, you said you're best friends with him.
Oh my goodness. So you're doing the same thing where you're classifying everybody into the same group. Oh, for fuck's sake. This.
Look, like
Shadow
I said,
Raven, you
I'm
gotta.
out of the war. I'm not in Gamergate anymore. I'm out of that. But
If you're
what I
out of the
posted
war, why are
today-
you putting a hit list out?
Because what I've been dealing with Team Gamer Food is a personal issue. It's
Okay, hang
very
on, wait.
personal.
Okay, good for you that you made a cute little hit list on Gamer Food. Good for you, buddy. But why the fuck why am I on the hit list? Why is Sandy on the hit list? Because we don't have anything to do with them, and we even condemn them.
Because you guys help the archive channels, and those archive channels are Team Gamer Food. I know they are.
Buddy,
I did a shit test
buddy,
on
I'm
them.
going to explain this again. I'm going to explain this again.
And I'm going to explain
have
this.
nothing to do
again.
with the archive channels. Any interactions we've had is because they've seen one of my videos, or if they've like commented on one of my things and they're like, oh, cool archive chat. I didn't know they had associations with this Team Gamer Food. I
Then
never
where'd you
knew
get my
about them.
voicemail from?
Where's the voicemail? From
Where
one of the
did you get that
archive
audio
channels.
from?
Buddy,
Because I only
I'm
sent
not
that to
deeply
that archive
I'm
from
not
one of the
deeply
archives.
affiliated with the archive channels. Why can't you get that through your thick fucking skull?
Then how did you get it? You're not
It's
answering my
public.
question.
It's public, bro. You're acting like this is some private
It's
media.
not public. No.
Oh my goodness. Are you just gonna sit
So
there
you
and
got
say
it
no like a
from off of
5-year-old?
one
Oh
of the
my goodness. I'm actually getting a headache. Oh my goodness.
For a second, Rince, please. I need to talk to this guy.
Okay, hang on, because I'm getting like a little frustrated and I'm like kind of borderline yelling. I want to have an organized conversation. I'm gonna take a minute to like reassess things. Momo, you talk to this guy for a second. By the way, I'm recording everybody, just so everybody knows. I'm going to post this on the second channel. I think this is a little bit more, worthy of posting than the other thing. But I don't know. We'll see how I post it. Anyways, yeah, Momo, you go ahead.
Okay, Shadow Raven, I haven't wanted to talk to you for the past 6 months because I've been like watching this entire shit show go down since the very beginning, and oh my god, Jesus Christ. So the first thing I want to ask you is, what made you so hateful, or why do you not like the LGBTQ plus so much? Like, what happened in your life to make you hate them so much? Please explain.
Whoever said I hated them?
Okay.
I just
No,
don't care for the
Prince,
left side.
no.
Okay, I'm not even gonna.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Just tell me why you have a disliking towards the LGBTQ. I rephrased it for you.
Because right now there are certain individuals out there who are forcing this onto us, and we don't want it.
Okay,
We
hang
want
on.
nothing to
Describe
do with
forcing.
it.
Describe forcing. Define
It's
forcing.
It's just me and Shadow Raven. Nobody else get fucking involved right now.
Okay, my bad.
This is mano y mano. I've been wanting to talk to this guy for half a fucking year, and I will talk to him.
All right.
Certain members of a group do not account for the entirety of that group. If there are certain people who are forcing these things upon people who don't want it, yes, that is bad, but they are not representative of the entire LGBTQ community. You need to separate those bad actors from the rest of the group. Usually those kinds of people are...
yourselves?
Hang on, what'd you say?
What? No.
What do you guys consider yourselves?
I consider myself a centrist.
A centrist.
Yes, I don't have any particularly strong leftist or right-wing political views.
Other person, mute your mic.
Is that all of you guys?
I
no,
cannot say. I
can't say
speak
for
for
all.
everybody.
Wait, Chat Raven, do you want to know my political stances? I'm a centrist. We're not like super left wing. What?
Oh, great. On the fencers.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
not a. We're.
Oh
No,
my
let's
goodness.
not get onto the fence sitting stuff. Let's not do that.
I just call them that. I'm sorry. It's just,
Why do you call them
know,
fence sitters? Why do you think they're fence sitters? Are you gonna explain?
Say that again.
Why?
Why
Hang
do you
on. Wait, hang on. Wait. No, Mama, you say it. You say it.
Why do you think that centrists are fence sitters?
I just don't trust them.
Oh, for
Could
fuck's
you
sake!
elaborate?
You have the reasoning of like a 10-year-old. For
Rance,
fuck's
Rance,
sake.
let me ask the questions. Why do you not trust centrists?
It's not my thing. It's not my
Okay,
thing to be in the
So
center.
you don't
But
trust. So you don't trust it because you don't understand it.
well, no, I understand it, but
I don't think
just
you do.
don't align with their views.
I think you have a
I
poor
don't-
misunderstanding.
Slightly right wing.
You're slightly right wing. Oh no.
Rance.
I'm sorry. Hang on, wait. Can I ask one question? Hang on. I know you said this was mono a mono, but I really have to ask this. Shadow Raven. So I saw one of your videos on Rumble. Hang on, wait, no, Shadow Raven. I saw one of your videos on Rumble, and I saw you were playing a what was it? A Fallout. I forgot which Fallout, but specifically, but you're playing a Fallout mod where basically the enemies were like Antifa members. What's that about?
What do you mean? What is it about?
Like, I'm confused. Why would you like add a mod in a game where you're killing Antifa members, basically?
Or why did you mod the game so that enemy raiders' names were changed to Antifa members? Like
Why would
when the
that
enemy.
be an issue?
I don't know. It just seems a little psychotic. Well, it seems a little. It just seems borderline kind of psychotic.
It just seems weird. I would put it as it seems weird.
Weird at most, psychotic at worst. or sorry, or weird.
Why would that
weird.
be weird? It's just a video game.
Yeah, but do you
Why
not
does
see
that
how
bother
it's
you
like
guys?
a little bit kind of, kind of odd? Don't you see how it's like a little bit just like, could you imagine? No, Shadow Raven, could you imagine if I had what's a good game I could use? Okay, GTA. Let's use GTA for an example. And I'm doing like the Diamond Casino heist, and every enemy that I shoot is labeled as like a fucking a conservative. Wouldn't you see how that's like a little weird that I'm like, kind of modding the game to where I can like, kill people that I politically disagree with? Like that's kind of weird. Do you not see where how that sounds weird?
But Antifa is considered bad.
Why is it considered bad? Like I don't know too much about
Please elaborate.
I don't know why I don't know too much about
terrorists.
Antifa, but
How is Antifa terrorist? Could you elaborate?
They use violence. They use fascism to control people. I mean,
you're being very vague here.
are you
Can
serious?
anyone fact check
Are
on
you?
this? I for one don't have much know-how
Mods
in
fact check it.
Antifa.
Yeah, mods
I'm a
fact
living
check it.
fact check. This is idiotic.
Antifa is literally is anti-fascist.
Who said that?
I did.
Okay, thanks.
No, they are fascists.
Let me see the definition. Is it in
Uh,
the VC chat? No.
Yeah.
Panopticon, that's where you put it? Okay, let me read the definition.
I feel bad for my friends.
Antifa is a
who-
left-wing, anti-fascist, and anti-racist political movement in the United States. Okay, so basically they're just like an anti-hate group.
Even if they were bad, it's not really the point. Like, imagine if we modded our games to be like where we were killing, like, I don't know,
conservatives and
MAGA
anti-woke people.
You know what I mean?
It's just
Yeah,
kinda, it
like,
just strikes
even
as like
yeah,
weird.
exactly.
Yeah.
Shadow Raven, do we have your permission to put you as an NPC in our mod where the quest ends with us killing you?
Oh my goodness.
I think this is getting a little bit
Okay, we got to go one at a time here. Like let's just.
Are you trying to piss me off?
Okay, hang on, guys. Let's
please.
all stop fucking with Shadow Raven Studios. Only me and Momo talk to him right now. Okay. Because I know everybody wants to mess
You
with
know
him or whatever. What Shadow
I'm
Raven?
done. I just came here for one thing.
What did you come here
and I
for? By the
already
way, what did you
discussed
come
it
here
in the
for?
chat.
What did you come here for?
We test your
I
moral
came here to
consistency
discuss
and
the
will-
terms.
Guys,
What terms? Okay, hang on. Wait. Stop fucking talk. I want to ask him a genuine question because I've been trying to get at this for an hour now. Okay, Shadow Raven. Okay, explain to me what are these terms that you want? What are the terms? Tell us.
I already told you in the chat what needs to happen.
Shadow Raven, the most you said was you guys need to unfuck the situation, and then you said something else that was very vague. You gotta like go in detail here.
Damn right I did.
Yeah, but you gotta go in detail.
that's not a
We
de-
can't
that's
read
not-
your
that's not a
mind. We can't
defense.
read your mind,
Please,
Shadow
you
Raven. I'm not a
That's not
telepath.
a You have to
Oh.
explain to us in detail what the terms and conditions are of this fucking deal that you're trying to give to us is. Otherwise, we can't accept terms we don't understand.
Okay, Shadow Raven, can I give you an example?
If you want this to end, all of those archive channels need to be gone.
We don't run the archive channels. We don't run the archive
We don't
channels.
Rinse.
Well, you
don't-
guys better figure it out or do
We
do something.
Shadow
Don't
Raven, oh
control
my
the
goodness.
archive channels. We don't have 99% of us here don't even have contact to the archive channels because we are not associated with the archive channels. We can't talk to them. We don't know them, and I doubt they would listen to us because they're going to do their own thing. They're not going to fucking listen to Rinse or Sanity if they give these terms. They've already decided what they're going to do. They're not going to listen to you or anyone else. They're going to keep doing their thing and archive your videos.
Yeah, there isn't no like
if they
fixing
keep
it, and I
doing
don't know
that,
why you think
then we're
bitching
gonna
us
have
is
a
gonna
real
fix it.
fucking issue. I'm telling
Okay,
you
you
that
want
right
to have
now.
a real fuck? You
We're
want to know
gonna
what's
have
a
a
real
real
fuck?
fucking issue. if
Shut
this
the
keeps
fuck
going.
up! You
No,
want to know
you
what's a
shut
real
the fuck
fucking
up.
issue? No, you shut the fuck up. You want to know what's funny? Just
Dude,
a couple
you don't
hours
talk
ago,
to me
you
like
were
that.
fucking harassing my friends in the fucking
You wanna get
YouTube
your
comments
ass
of
beat?
your post.
Dude.
Fucking come to me right now, you stupid motherfucker. I will beat your fucking ass for threatening my goddamn friends, harassing them. You're gonna beat them against the curb. I will fucking find you. I will fucking kill you.
Okay, wait. Okay, Momo. Okay,
You
hang
ain't
on. Let's
gonna do
stop.
shit.
Chill,
You
chill,
even
chill,
come to my
guys.
doorstep,
Chill,
I'll pull out my fucking gun.
Both of you, chill. Both of you, chill out. Okay, this is getting heated. I want this to be civil. I understand your frustration.
Dude, you may make
Momo,
it here. You won't make it out. Guarantee
Shadow
it.
Raven, I want you to know, Shadow Raven, I would just like you to know that you.
Motherfucker's been harassing my friends for half a goddamn year, Mom. I'm not gonna let them get away with it.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, and
We
what
got-
the fuck do you think I've been dealing with for the past month?
Why? Okay,
asshole?
hang
You
on.
really
Wait.
wanna go there?
Shadow Raven, please listen to me. You gotta hear me out,
Don't
bro.
ever talk to me like that again.
Shadow
I'm
Raven,
not trying to fight
Shadow
anyone here,
Raven,
but god damn it.
Shadow Raven, bro. Just hang on.
Fuck.
Listen to me for a second, okay? Shadow Raven, you're under the misconception that we are harassing you. You're under the misconception that we are sending these people after you to fuck with you. You need to go take this issue up with them, not us. We don't have any associations with Team Gamer Food or whoever the fuck else, okay? We're not the people. We are against harassment, Shadow Raven, okay? If you weren't such a dick,
you got
we would
involved with
probably
them.
be
It's your
making
fucking
videos
problem
defending
now.
you.
And I'm making it your problem.
No, it's your fucking problem.
Hang on, wait, no, Shadow
We're
Raven,
going to-
repeat
we're
that.
talking to Domino.
Oh, it's your problem.
No, Shadow Raven, repeat that. No, repeat what you were telling me.
Either
Sorry,
this
I
gets
didn't hear
dealt
you.
with, or I will deal with it myself. Involving you guys too.
I don't understand what you're going
That's
to
the
get
way
at
this
here.
is gonna go.
Hang
You
on,
guys
okay.
want to do this the hard way or the easy way?
It became your problem the moment that you started harassing my friends, saying that you'll beat the shit out of them, especially the fucking Domino, saying you're gonna find her, you're gonna fucking beat her ass in the fucking comment section of your hit list. It became your problem when you were threatening harm against my friends.
Okay, and
I
also
know
Shadow
you're in
Raven.
Canada.
What about what your friends did to me?
We didn't do anything to you. We're not harassing you. We're
did
not
nothing.
doing
Those
all these things.
channels are your friends.
Shadow
We did
Raven.
nothing to
Hang
you.
on, wait.
We
Everybody be quiet for a second. Everybody needs to be quiet for a second
Oh,
because I'm going to try.
bullshit.
Hang on, Shadow
Alright, I'm
Raven.
gonna mute myself. I'm gonna
Okay,
mute
everybody
myself.
mute.
Yeah, you do
Everybody be
that,
quiet.
buddy.
Shadow Raven, listen, hang on, Shadow Raven, focus on me for a second, okay? Listen to me, buddy. All right? Look, you're under the misconception that we are associated with these people that are harassing you and doing all these fucked up things to you. Shadow Raven, I'll be the first to admit, look, I don't know if they're actually like doing that on Rumble, but if they are doing that to you, I agree that that's fucked
They
up.
did do it on
Okay,
Rumble.
hang on, wait, Shadow Raven, but I
have
agree
proof,
that the
I
shit
have
they're doing,
screenshots.
making up false allegations, I don't agree with that. I think it's fucked up what they're doing to you. However, I can't sympathize with you fully because you're literally taking what they're doing to you
why
and
did you
taking it
agree
out
to
on
work
us
with them
because we
then?
criticized you. You're taking your issues out on us because we criticized you. Okay, we don't endorse harassment. We don't endorse false allegations. I don't know why you think that
You know
we're
what?
harassing
you.
you.
Just cut the shit, okay? I know the truth because I have a screenshot of Moment of Sanity contacting one of the archive channels, and he was helping them. So
Oh
don't
my
give me
fucking
that
goodness.
shit.
Dude, is there any
Yeah, buddy.
Shadow
you
Raven?
think I don't take
Shadow
screenshots either? I do.
Shadow Raven,
Don't
are
sit
you
there
going to
and lie to
listen
my
to me?
fucking
Are you
face.
Shadow Raven? Are you how many times are you going to threat, bro? Hang on, no. Hang
want
on.
me
I
to
would
show
just
it
like
to
to
you
put
right
this out
now?
there, guys,
I
for
have
the
the
viewers that are
screenshot.
watching this. I would
Yes,
just like
please,
to
please show the
I have the
screenshot.
screenshot.
Please
sure
show
send the screenshots while I
Please
put
show the
this out
Where
there.
can I post it?
In the
Post it
no, you can
wherever.
in the
Post it
Panopticon,
wherever.
'cause
Yeah, post it in Panopticon. No, I would just like to say, Shadow Raven, I find it so hypocritical, and I'm going to bring this up again. You've now officially threatened to beat not only my ass, which by the way, I just turned 17 like 3 months ago. You threatened to beat Amatola. Their name's not you threatened to beat Amatola's ass, who is also 17 like me, and they're a girl, and
Listen,
you're double our age. You're a 40-year-old man. You're almost my dad's age. You're like, cause you're almost like you're around my dad's age and you're threatening to beat up teenagers. Are you serious? And you want to talk about sanity being an apparent threat to children? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, actually, you need to like literally listen to yourself. Okay. Are you good? Like, are you mentally there? Are all the lights are all the fucking gauge lights, checking green? Because I don't think so, dude.
listen. Those assholes that you fucking helped.
We did for the
threatened
last
my
time.
parents. They
For the
harassed
last
my
time,
family, and they
we didn't
harassed
help
me.
them.
When you do that shit to me,
We weren't
it's
aware.
go time. I don't fuck
We
around
were
with
not
that.
aware.
Shadow Raven, are you
That's how we
listening?
know that.
Hang on, wait,
President,
everybody,
no.
everybody, please, hang on. Shadow Raven, are you listening to
Dude,
what I'm
that's just me
saying?
as
Are
a
you
real
listening to what
man.
I'm
I
saying?
don't stand for that shit. It's
I don't
fucking
stand for
bullshit when someone
harassment
does that to
either,
me.
but are you listening to what I'm saying?
Rince, let me explain it to him. SRS, we didn't go to the archive channels. The archive channels came
Oh
to
shit,
us.
Perry, what's up? Damn,
We
I didn't
had
expect
no
Perry to come
knowledge
over.
about the archive channel's activities until they came to us, or specifically to Sanity. They sent Sanity the blackmail that you sent to one of the archive channels. Sanity didn't ask for it. They just went ahead and sent it to us because we were covering because we're one of the main channels covering this whole situation with you and us.
So you just
It's not
admitted right
hard
there
to
you agreed to help them when they came to you.
Oh my goodness, you're not
I
fucking
didn't
getting it.
agree.
Oh my
We
goodness.
didn't
there-
agree.
yeah,
we didn't
there you
agree.
go.
There was no agreement. There was no conversation. There was no agreement. They just sent us the blackmail, and that was it. As far as I'm aware, and I'm sure as far as Rince is aware, Sandy has not been in contact with the archive channels since the blackmail was sent to him. Key phrase, sent to him. He did not ask for it.
Shadow Raven, look, buddy. Okay, look. I'm gonna try and like explain this as nicely as I can. Once again, okay, listen to me this time because I don't think you're listening. I feel like what I'm saying is going in one ear and going out the other. Okay, please listen to me. Okay, because I'm trying not to be a dick here. I'm trying not to yell at you. I'm trying not to like get pissed off with you. Okay, I'm trying to keep this as organized and as civil as I possibly can. All right, buddy. We are not
You
behind.
pissed off? Really? You pissed off?
Huh?
You being pissed off.
Don't entertain him. Don't entertain him. Just
Shadow
ignore
Raven,
him.
Shadow Raven, listen to me, okay?
No,
You are taking.
Dude, are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
am
we're
being serious
serious.
because
Yeah,
I want to
we're
have a
fucking
productive
kidding.
conversation. I'm trying to have a productive
not like-
conversation and get a actual civil outcome to this, but you want to keep acting like a child and threatening people and threatening to beat threatening to beat my ass, threatening to beat a 17-year-old girl's ass, threatening to fucking do all this crazy shit. You're really snooping down to the people that are harassing you's level, and that's why we don't have any respect for you, Shadow Raven. Do you understand that? Do you understand why it's so hard for me, for everybody in this VC to sympathize with you when you're doing this crazy shit? Do you understand that? Do you understand how insane you sound when you're like, fucking, oh, you get your ass beat in real life? You fucking threatened me multiple times. Multiple times now. I have it on fucking recording. Okay, I'm sure somebody will timestamp this when they go back and watch this. Which, by the way, hang on. Wait, who's in the VC right? Okay, Perry. Yeah, I'm going to upload this on my... Giving you a heads up, I'm going to upload this on my second channel. If you could, please get this to Xander Hall, because I think he'd find this vaguely interesting. But, Shadow Raven, look, dude, okay? We're not behind Team Gamer Food. We're not helping these archive channels, okay? They came to us
Well,
because
you
we were
were.
covering them. Why do you not understand that?
Listen to me very carefully. If this is not unfucked, things are gonna happen.
What things? What things?
Try me.
I'm not
No,
playing
no,
this
what,
game
hey,
no
Momo,
more.
wait, what things?
I'm not putting up with this anymore.
What are you going to do to me?
When my family is involved, I don't fuck around with that shit.
What are you going to do to me?
I'm dead ass on this.
Bro, what are you going to do to us, Shadow Raven? Just go.
Dude, fuck you. You
No,
wanna go?
tell me what you're going to do.
Please
tell me
tell me.
what you're going to do. I want to know what you're
Mike,
going
tell me
to
what you're going to do. Mike, go
I
ahead
don't
and...
see you doing nothing.
I'm not threatening you.
tell me
I'm
your
not
damn
threatening you.
mouth.
Wait. Everybody be quiet for a second.
Shadow
Shadow
Raven.
Raven, I'm not threatening you. I've not threatened you, okay? You're the one threatening me, threatening my friends, threatening,
You know what?
my
You
group
guys
of
wanna
people.
Keep acting like fucking idiots. We're done here.
You're
Oh,
the
wow.
fucking
Oh,
moron.
I'm so
You're
scared.
the
I'm so
fucking
scared.
sick
Ooh.
little
Big
fucking
whoop.
ass.
Yeah, fuck.
Womp womp.
Hey, Shadow Raven, I have a
He's
message.
not in here. He's not in here anymore. He's not. He
Oh,
left.
I was gonna
He
say
rage quitted
that
like
I
a
would
little
hide
bitch.
everything.
Damn, he left.
Yeah, I don't know. Guys, hang on. I would just like to say, I think I was being very charitable to this motherfucker the entire time we were here.
I was trying very
Yup.
hard to be.
I was trying to be so nice to this dude, and he still acted like a dick.
He was too nice.
This whole situation. So
I
let me
was-
be very upfront with all of you here. It didn't matter how this was going to go. He wanted to use this as an excuse just to label any one of us that happens to disagree with him or don't just outright agree with him on anything or go with his side he was gonna come after any one of us anyways. He didn't give a fuck enough to be truthful. He didn't give a fuck enough to see what the truth in all of this is. He just wanted an excuse to attack us. That's it.
Yeah, I tried so hard. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Please let Rin speak. Let Rin speak.
Okay. Yeah, guys, please let's go one at a time here. And I gotta like turn down everybody's volume because I don't want the viewers' ears getting blown out back in the recording. So, but guys, I tried so hard to be reasonable with this guy. I even at one point was like, dude, I understand you're getting harassed. I understand why you're upset, but we're not behind that. And he just wouldn't listen. And then I asked him, okay, what do we got to do? What do we got to do? And what are you going to do? And you're like, just unfuck the situation. Like, what the fuck? Whatever. Anyways.
You and me were trying so hard to just get him to understand the situation, that he's going after the wrong people and he's making himself look like the exact people that are going after him. And he just refuses to fucking accept that, and he has to fucking rile everybody up.
I don't know what his problem is.
Arguing with my grandpa.
Yeah, it's so weird. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the clip up here. Yeah.
They managed to jump in there and turn them black.
All right, so recently I found out about this channel called Ranting for Vengeance, and they seem to be the new anti-woke grifter in town. Now, usually when I talk about anti-woke grifters, I never really feel threatened or intimidated by them. But this guy, he's a little different. See, the minute I click on his channel, I think, oh, I can make fun of this guy. But then I go look at his banner, and it says, Ranting for Vengeance, death to all posers. I mean, if that just doesn't scream cool, I don't know what does. And if you weren't certain they were an anti-woke grifter, well, just take a look at their thumbnails, because they will always remind you that they are on the anti-woke grift. Woke, woke, woke. It's Jover, woke. Basically everything is woke according to these guys. Now today I want to go ahead and take a look at this video that this guy made where basically he says that Batman is woke. So we're going to find out, why is Batman woke? What went wrong? Why is Batman gay now? Why have superheroes gone woke? Let's go ahead and find out.
So DC has decided to reinvent Batman in the brand new series, Absolute Batman. Many people are saying it's amazing. It's a breath of fresh air.
This shit is gas, man. Wrong. This shit is gas. Like, is this what DC meant when they said DC all in?
I'm here to tell you if that's the truth. Spoiler alert, it's not at all. It's literally one of the worst takes on Batman ever.
All right, so I don't really look at comic books like that, but let's go ahead and just take a look at an image of this new Batman. And honestly, I don't see what the complaints are. I mean, he looks pretty cool to me. And like I said, I don't look at comic books like that. I'm not really into, like, you know, superhero lore like that anymore. But like, honestly, what are the complaints here? I mean, he looks pretty cool.
Quick disclaimer before I start. This isn't some rage bait video. I'm not lying to get your attention. I'm telling you my opinion, which I believe is the truth. That this, A, is not Batman, and B, is an absolute dumpster fire. This comic is a disgrace to creators like Frank Miller, Jeff Loeb. This isn't the Batman they envisioned. I know it's a different take on the character, but what this does ruins the character entirely.
All right, so your first mistake was owning what you're saying in this video, okay? Your first mistake was saying, oh yeah, I'm not trolling, I'm being serious, I 100% mean everything I'm about to say, because now you can't do what I've heard some other anti-woke grifters like to do, and that's basically when they get a ton of backlash for a video, they say, oh, I'm trolling, ha, I got you all, ha, look at me, I got ad revenue, ha ha ha. So now basically you're stuck with your take. You can't walk it back now saying you were trolling or rage baiting. You're now just stuck with what you just said in this video. So let's just go ahead and hope that he doesn't say anything too stupid or out of line.
So this comic strives to reinvent the world of Batman in every way possible. What if a bodybuilder engineer dude became Batman? Yeah, that's not badass. I'm sorry. I don't find that badass. I don't find that different, unique, entertaining. It's just cringy.
Wait, so hang on. You don't find a bodybuilder engineer dude being Batman badass? How could you not find that cool? Wasn't Iron Man like an engineer dude that became like, you know, Iron Man? He became a superhero. Didn't he build like his first suit in a cave with a box of scraps? Like, I'm just struggling to see how this isn't cool, how this isn't badass.
There's people all across the internet saying that this comic is badass, it's awesome. This comic literally reads like those edgy 90s comics that every single person makes fun of. It's like a 12-year-old's fan fiction of Batman.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, but Bro, isn't the whole idea of like superheroes and like cartoons and comic books, isn't that kind of like made for like a younger audience? Like, look. No offense if you're like an adult or like an older person that's into like superheroes and stuff. That's totally fine. That's totally valid. But I don't know. Isn't like the whole idea of like superheroes and stuff like that, and Batman, Superman, Iron Man, you know, like all these superheroes, aren't they kind of meant for like kids? Like, I don't know. It just sounds like this dude isn't really making any sense here. And then also he's complaining about the comic being cringe and edgy. It's like, brother, have you looked at your YouTube channel banner? It is the literal definition of edgy. Death to all posers.
This comic has everything. It has horrible, edgy dialogue. It has some pretty gay character designs.
Fellas, is it gay to have black short hair now?
And if you can believe it, they managed to race swap another redhead from comic books. They managed to jump in there and turn them black.
I'm sorry, but when you say black like that with just so much venom and so much anger, you cannot convince me that you are not racist. Like, listen again to how he says black.
They managed to jump in there and turn them black.
Yeah, wrap it up, buddy. You're done.
So after reading Absolute Batman, I think we can all agree that Scott Snyder can't really write comic books, correct?
No.
And this is a fact, proven with every single page of this garbage. There's an abundance of absolutely insane creative decisions happening here. Who, in their right mind, greenlit Alfred's look? What is the haircut? What is the beard? Why is he an MI6 mercenary with like grenade launchers and sniper rifles? This is straight up cringe, I'm sorry.
You know, I wonder what this guy's definition of badass is. I wonder what his definition of not cringe is. What would this guy find cool? Because so far, all of the examples that he's showing where he's like, this is bad, it's cringe, it's not cool, it looks pretty cool.
So I thought Alfred was bad enough, but then we get to Bruce Wayne, the main man himself. What do you think when I say Bruce Wayne? You think the suave, charming rich guy, which in Batman Year One was originally based off of Gregory Peck. But now in this comic, they're going for something a little different. Let's just take a little glance at what they thought Bruce Wayne was. So this is the page where Bruce Wayne is first introduced. We see him hitting a bag. He looks exactly like Bruce Wayne has for the last like 100 years, saying some badass Batman stuff. No fear, no pain. And then out of nowhere, this big hulking transgender comes up behind him and is like, hey bro, I think it's my turn now. And just starts blowing the punching bag across the room with his big fat arms. Now the character design going on here, he has the haircut of some fat emo transgender kid.
Does this guy just not like anybody who doesn't have the exact same hairstyle as him? Like, first he was saying that having short black hair was gay. Now he's saying that like medium length to longish like black hair is now transgender? What?
And that is Bruce Wayne. I'm not joking. That is Batman. Then we actually start getting into the backstory of Bruce Wayne. His parents weren't killed coming down that alleyway and they got mugged. No, instead he's at a zoo with his dad or something, and his dad gets shot. And the idea for Batman comes from the fact that he's in a zoo and he goes into some bat-like exhibit. I really don't know what's going on here. I don't know what was being smoked in the writer's room, but clearly this comic is all over the place. It's a mess. And apparently Bruce Wayne isn't some rich guy anymore. Instead, he's a working class citizen, working all these different construction jobs, learning engineering. So he's this super genius, and his mother is still alive. So there's no motive to fight that you're an orphan, your two parents were shot in front of you, and you'll never stop on your crusade against crime. Instead, your dad got shot in a zoo somewhere, your mother is still alive, and now you're just working construction jobs.
Okay, like I said earlier, guys, I'm not even that into superhero lore or comic books or anything like that, but so far this guy is just contradicting himself like crazy. Like, he's trying to make this point that Batman, you know, grew up in a very amazing environment and, you know, nothing bad happened to him, so he has no motivation to fight crime. But at the same time, he's acknowledging that he saw his dad get shot in a zoo and he ran away to a bat exhibit. Like, what does this guy think? Does he think that both of Batman's parents need to be shot in order for him to have proper motivation to stop crime?
Is this Batman? I don't really know what's going on here. I was shocked reading it. He's walking around like an emo kid, brooding. I don't know what's going on with Batman these last few years, but people need to learn that his hair doesn't come down over his eyes. He doesn't listen to Nirvana, and he's not gay.
You know, I'm almost at the point where I don't even know what to say. Like, where do I even start? Like, I love how this dude is trying to make fun of like this version of Batman because apparently they're emo and edgy. When you go to this guy's channel, you can literally see that he used to make like black metal or like death metal videos or whatever. It's like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, this dude's trying to clown on like, I guess, emo / alternative culture when this dude is like a metalhead. It kind of doesn't make sense to me. It's like, at the end of the day, like, your criticism of this version of Batman just kind of sounds like projection.
So then in the story, we learn about this gang of scumbags who have taken over Gotham. Very similar to The Dark Knight Returns, except in The Dark Knight Returns, you had the mutant gang. These violent creeps who were going around stealing, killing. It was really dark for its time. So you think in this brand new comic, this edgy comic, they'll be able to go darker. No. The people who have taken over the city, the big bad villains, are called the Party Animals. I don't get it. I really don't. They're wearing like clown masks or party masks. I don't know. It's all very messy and stupid.
Okay, what does this guy want? First, he's complaining about the comic being too edgy and too lame. Now he's saying that the comic needs to be more edgy. What do you want?
When Frank Miller designed those mutants, they really did look threatening. These party animals? There's no threat here. Where is the villain in the story? I know they introduced Joker at the end of it, but where the hell is the threat? And now, finally, we get onto the biggest offense of the entire story. Commissioner Jim Gordon is giving a speech to Gotham, and he actually looks like Jim Gordon. He's white, he has the grey hair, he has the mustache. Then the terribly ridden villains enter, the Party Animals, and they just start shooting up the place. Then that's when we get the glimpse of the best part of the entire story. Barbara Gordon. She peeks her head in, just one panel I'm pretty sure, and she's black. She is black. They did it again. Another redhead character just changed to black. Iris West, Wally West. Are we serious? We're just making them black for no reason and expecting people not to notice or expecting people to tolerate it. But I won't, and I hope everybody else won't either.
You know, guys, sometimes I'm pretty critical of myself. Sometimes I think maybe in life I'm just not doing enough. I'm not working hard enough. But then I remember that there are actual grown men out there that will sit down in front of a microphone and look into a camera and cry and complain and moan and bitch and whine about one little frame in a comic book page where there was a black woman. I don't even think I can genuinely fathom being in a place in my life where I would sit down in front of a camera and complain that there was a tiny little frame in a comic book page where a black woman existed. And, you know, it's so Jover, Batman's gone woke, guys. I'm not going to tolerate this madness. It's like, how sensitive are you, dude? Boo-hoo, they race swapped one side character that, as far as I can tell, doesn't really have any like super giant like influence on the story. Like, they're not a super relevant character. As far as I can tell, I haven't read the comics, so if I'm wrong, then please correct me in the comments down below. But just judging based off the fact that, like, even this dude said they only took up like literally like one frame of the comic book page, so they can't be that important. And yet here you are sitting here crying about it, talking about some, I won't tolerate this and I hope you guys don't tolerate it either. Like, dude, grow up.
Black Barbara Gordon just snuck her way in. Why? Think about it from a writing standpoint. She didn't even need to show up in the story. If she did, she should have looked the way she always has. I'm getting sick of this. Can we just start changing black characters to white? Can Black Panther be white in the next comic, please? It doesn't work that way because black people need to be represented. Wait, they've always been represented and you're just shoving them into stories for no reason now. You're swapping people out to make them black because you want to make up for all those years of not being represented. It's a lie and it's a scam.
Okay, I'm actually starting to get the impression that this dude is like unironically like just really racist. Like, I'm starting to think that this isn't a character or a grift and he's actually just really mad at black people. Because I don't even think I've ever seen Andy Pants get this mad about a black person existing within a piece of media. I'm sorry, but I have a hard time believing you're not racist when you're getting this angry and heated over one little panel in a comic book where there is a black woman.
Scott Snyder is an ultra Just look at the last fight scene. I won't bring you through the entire thing because I'm kind of getting sick of this garbage even just looking at it. But basically, Batman drops down to stop these party animals. What's the difference to normal Batman? He's basically the Hulk now. His cape has turned into Spawn's cape for some reason because he can like push it out and drive people through windows and walls with it. I don't know what his cape is doing in the comic and it's really odd.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but this is just cool looking. Like I said, I'm not even into like comic books or Batman like that, but that is just cool looking. I don't know why this guy keeps doing this, but he keeps listing out like the most cool things in this comic book and is like, yeah, this is edgy, it's cringe, it's bad, it's lame. It's like, this looks pretty sick.
Then he rips off his ears. You know those things on his head? Yeah, he just rips them off and starts cutting guys, throwing them around. Then finally, when I was ready to puke my guts out because it was such a disgrace to the character of Batman, we get hit with this page. This bad guy comes up to him, edgy, cursing at Batman. Get the F out of her way. Batman then takes off his big loaf of bread logo, the big rectangle that doesn't even look like the Bat logo, and uses it as a hammer or something, or an axe, and slices the dude's arm off with no regard for whether or not he lives or dies, and then just goes, yeah, there's a hospital down the road, you should start running. That's some cringy tough guy dialogue that a 12-year-old would write. And then on top of it, Batman then just starts screaming, cursing at this gang. You're gonna have to get the F out of my way. What? What is this? Please, can we stop glorifying it, calling it badass awesome? It's one of the cringiest things I've ever read.
Okay, ranting for vengeance. How are you any better than this, in quotation marks, edginess and like cringiness that you're complaining about in this comic? Your YouTube banner literally says death to all posers. Like, do you just lack self-awareness? Like, at least with the comic, sure, I'll give him this. Sure, some of the lines can be a little bit cringy, but at least with the comic, you're getting like cool superheroes and like, you know, some cool action going on. With this dude, it's just cringe. Like, the lack of self-awareness is crazy. But that's basically where the dude wraps up the video. I mean, he just like concludes the video with just saying, you can take your absolute universe and stick it up your ass, which is like, once again, the lack of self-awareness is crazy. Yeah, that'll tell the woke media. It's just like, bro, it's so lame. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button for the algorithm. Also, be sure to check out the Discord server, link in description. And yeah, as always, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace. Alright, so quite a lot has happened since I made my last video on Ranting for Vengeance. Now, if you guys don't know who Ranting for Vengeance is, or, you know, you haven't been caught up on the lore, let me go ahead and fill you in real quick. So, about 4 days ago, I made a video on this guy, and if you don't know who Ranting for Vengeance is, basically, he's like the new anti-woke grifter in town, and there's actually a little bit more background as to why he's doing this anti-woke grift, or at least I think. Like, there's been some lore, some stuff found out about him that we uncovered on stream, but we'll get into that later on in the video. But basically, he's like the new anti-woke grifter in town, and he called Absolute Batman woke, which is, you know, I guess a new Batman comic. And there was a point in the video where he was calling it woke, where he literally goes on like a 20 or 30 second long rant about like black people not needing to be represented or something because of like one page in like a comic book, or not even one page. It was one little frame, like panel thing in a comic book where I guess this like race swapped character appeared for like a second. Okay, it's not even like they're a relevant, like a super relevant character in the story as far as I can tell. And this dude had a complete meltdown over it. And in that video, I was like, yeah, I'm having a hard time believing this dude isn't racist, you know, having a meltdown over one like black woman in a comic book. But basically this dude quadruples down. Okay, like this dude like did beyond a double down. It genuinely is insane. Like, I really thought when I was watching this video on stream, I literally thought he was going to drop the hard R at one point with how like angry he was getting. Like, this dude straight up just went like borderline clan mode. Like, it was crazy.
People over to my channel with his insane mental breakdowns.
Like, it's so weird how like people who just hate certain things, you just slap the label woke into it. I'm retarded.
Thanks, bro. It's always cool to see some support from the disabled community.
Wow, that's an absolute amazing debunking of his point, which by the way is true. All these anti-woke grifters, all they do is just slap the label woke onto anything they don't like, and then boom, views.
When you say I'm scared of black people, newsflash, you illiterate troglodyte. Everybody is.
The best advice
Oh my goodness! Oh, that just hit. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? No, wait, hang on. That can't be real. Chat, we just watched the same video, right? Nah, run that back.
Hate certain things, you just slap the label woke into it. I'm retarded.
Thanks, bro. It's always cool to see some support from the disabled community. When you say I'm scared of black people, newsflash, you illiterate troglodyte. Everybody is.
The best advice I would give to
What the Yo, this dude is unhinged. Oh my goodness. He actually just said that. No way. No way. Where do I even start with that? Where do I even start with? He's not even hiding it. He's straight up just like, yeah, this dude's racist. Not gonna lie, this level of open racism is refreshing. We don't have to give benefit of the doubt and we can just laugh at this instantly. I mean, or insanity. I mean, like, I think you gotta word that. I think you gotta word that better, bro. You gotta word that better. Dude, you gotta, I know what you're trying to say, but you really gotta reword that, man. That is wild to say. Not gonna lie, this level of open racism is refreshing. You really gotta rephrase that. Oh my goodness. What the man. Now, something I'd like to point out here is that apparently this dude is 15, which is absolutely crazy to be saying all this at 15 years old, like in front of thousands of people. But honestly, I don't even fully blame Ranting for Vengeance. I blame his parents. And that's actually what I want to get into. So on stream, we uncovered a little secret. Apparently, and somebody in chat pointed this out, apparently Ranting for Vengeance's dad is another red pill, anti-woke, right-wing YouTuber, and we did some digging and it seems to be his dad or somebody that's at least related to him, because as you're about to see, they have the exact same set, just with different lights. It turns out this guy's dad is some other grifter YouTuber called Red Pill MMA. Wait, really? Is that actually true that his dad is Red Pill MMA? Let's see. Hang on.
From 3-weight champion, absolutely dominating everybody that came. How did we get?
Oh my goodness, it is!
So what is Click?
We found an anti-woke grifter family. That is so adorable.
So how did we get from 3-weight champion, absolutely dominating everybody that came in his path, to cryptically being sick, not allowed into the US, can only fight over here, missing weight, dropping?
So this is the dude that's responsible for this little shit right here. This racist little shit. It's the same room. It's the same room. Oh my goodness. Everybody clip this. Father and son making anti-woke slop together. We have found Ranting for Vengeance's dad. That is crazy. Yo. This is a fucking YouTube first. An anti-woke grifter content creator family. That is hilariously bad. Where they're actually related. Can we verify this? Look at the fucking room. Look, it's the same fucking room. Ace family, move out of the way. We got racist Irishman family. You know, I will say this. Why does Ranting for Vengeance's audio sound good, but this guy's audio sounds shit?
Numerous different fights. It all has become a shit show for Khamzat Chimaev. With the crypto scam, I saw it the other day.
Why does his sound like shit and then this dude sounds normal?
Kids commenting on this video saying, bro, you can't comment on appearances. Just look at yourself in the mirror. Forget about.
Oh, he's addressing people making fun of how he looks. Boomer audio versus Zoomer audio. Yeah. So yeah, as you guys saw, that has to be his dad, or at least somebody that's close to him, because as you guys can see, it's literally like the same exact background. It's the same exact set, same posters, same everything. But don't think I'm gonna let this guy off the hook. Like I said earlier, I blame the parents for this extremely racist behavior. And look, I understand that, yes, it's probably a grift, but like I said, it's so crazy to be saying all of this in front of a camera at 15 and thinking, oh yeah, this is totally okay. This definitely is not gonna, harm me in any way in terms of social life, mental state. It's totally gonna be, everything's just gonna blow over and be totally fine, and we're just gonna make ad dollars and everything's gonna be cool. Like, it just comes off to me as just super irresponsible and just like lack of thinking, like lack of critical thinking. Whether these people are being serious or not serious, still at the end of the day, it's just a really bad situation all around. Like, on one hand, if Ranting for Vengeance is being serious with what he's saying, then we look at the dad and be like, what were you teaching your son, you racist troglodyte? But if they're doing a grift, then still it's like, why are you letting your son do this at 15? Everybody's gonna bully this dude. Like, you know, unless this dude is like homeschooled, even if he's homeschooled, whenever he goes out, if he goes out to the store or like wherever, right, or goes out with his friends, if he has any, like, he's gonna get bullied, he's gonna get picked on. Okay, so either way, I think this is just like terrible parenting. Okay, this is like very bad. And yeah, I think the dad should be ashamed of himself. Anyways, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. I'm not gonna make you guys suffer through the entire like response video that Ranting for Vengeance made, because I'd say about 80% of it is just him like repeating the same stuff he said in his last video. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. Be sure to hit that like button for the algorithm. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also be sure to check out the Discord server, link in description. And yeah, as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.